She knows your name. She's gathered the bones of a wolf in a cave, saving the creature from his riverbed grave. Once she's built the skeleton, she sits by the fire, deciding on a song the animal spirit may desire. And little Oba's her name. Gathering bones is her game, and she'll dance round the flame. Laloba, she knows your name.
Hello, my darlings, and welcome to another Friday chat with Banksy style live, or shall we say another BS chat, another BS chat. How is everyone? How you doing? I am coming through my television set to you. It just helps with the aesthetics because the regular, I don't know, I just don't like it. Makes me look weird. And also, I'm sorry about my attire, but it is so hot tonight. And you know, in Britain we don't have aircon, so it's extremely hot. So I'm just gonna come at you from my boudoir, my bedroom, my bed, literally. So this broadcast will be from here because I don't care. I just don't care. It's Friday. I'm tired. Week's work has been a bit of a bitch, and we're just gonna do this. They're gonna do it right here, right now. That's right, people. We're gonna do it right here, right now, right here, right now. Hey, hello everyone into the chit chatters. I'm not paying that much attention to the chit chatters just yet. Sorry about that. But yeah, that was your very own, our boy Andrew Tate, and that little creation, the anime, was made by a channel called User Error. User Error, go check him out. Subscribe. He is actually I realized I didn't subscribe. He's only got 1,096 subscribers. This guy, if he's the original animator, which he looks like he might be because he had his times, his what do you call it? He's had his little stamp all over the images. He's a bloody good animator. This is fantastic work. So yeah, good on him. And he's done some really. I mean, there was so much. If you're into the whole Andrew Tate drama and also Sneeko versus Moist Critical or Charlie from Penguins, if you guys know about all these dramas, you'll see so many Easter eggs and little snippets in there of just really great animation. This was a really great little piece of video. Of course, I don't know whether it's strictly pro Andrew Tate, but it's kind of ambiguous to say whether it's pro or anti Andrew Tate. But what I will say is that it's great work, and it's, I mean, if that is if you aimed for that to be some kind of a showcase for what he's capable of, then someone should hire this man. He's talented. So yeah, I guess I can really I can mute this and just talk over it a bit. But of course tonight we're not really here for this for the Andrew Tate. This is not an Andrew Tate show. This show was inspired, if you will, by another individual known as Scientific Method from our little gatherings on the G Block, the Valley Vision show, or the G Block show, where Scientific uttered the words, "We are apes." Well, to be specific, now I am quoting here, so forgive me for anyone who's offended, but Scientific Method, which we know he is of probably an Indian or Pakistani or Punjabi descent, certainly not African, and he said apparently he called, I guess, Betty, which we all know is a mixed race lady from. For those of you who are in the fold, shall we say, is a mixed race lady from Manchester who comes out to Speaker's Corner and also goes on many Speaker's Corner style, what's it called? Speaker's Corner style podcasts or live streams on YouTube, and she's a mixed race lady. But he called her a black ape, which was prompted by Veli because he sort of did it earlier on. But either way, yeah, that's what he did. And he was a very naughty boy. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. And yes, Scientific, yes, you were a very naughty boy, Scientific. And so that's what has inspired this particular evening of chit-chats, because I'm not sure if Ellie's even doing a show, I'll be honest. In bed with Banksy. That's right, Pauline. That's right, you get to come into bed with me. Although Jacko Radio is also here. Big up Jacko, Sunny, Victoria, Roman Six King, Holy Spirit. This looks like a preferable, basically an orgy of people, and also Yube. Interesting name. Never go full wankster. Never go full wankster. Exactly. Hurty words, boo-hoo. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's it was just an inspiration, really. It was just to be honest, nowadays I just look for reasons to do a show. Like something that sparks something in me to be bothered to basically do a show. And that was it. That was what I used. Now, okay, sure, I don't know, could use maybe the indictments of Trump, but then again, I don't know how many people are interested. I figured I'll lean into the drama. I try to avoid drama. I try to, avoid talking about people rather and try to talk about ideas. But of course, you fuckers all love drama, so I thought I'd lean into that drama with this one and see how it goes. And hello, Miss Banksy, my absolute darling. I'm sorry, I've got hiccups all of a sudden. Let me just take a sip. Now, a couple of bits of feedback I would appreciate from the guys in the chat. Number one, do you hear any background noise? Because this microphone that I got, believe it or not, this microphone was on sale for almost less than half price from Amazon. It's normally about £100, and it was for £47. So I just I was compelled to get it. It's a very kind of SMV, Shure SMV style mic. It's sort of copied after that. I'm not going to bore you with mic talk, tech talk, but it's basically what Joe Rogan, the Shure is the one Joe Rogan and just about every other podcaster worth their salt uses. And this is a very similar type of mic. It's been built in that sort of vein, but it was just, it was 100 quid. I have plenty of mics. I'm like the mic, I've got mics coming out of my butthole. So I just didn't need it, but then it became so cheap. I just got it just to test it out, really. In all honesty, it was so cheap at 47 quid that I thought it might just be worth getting just to test. So let me know if there's background noise, if it's got any kind of highs and lows, any pops, any cutting, whatever. Just let me know, because I depend on you guys for the live shows, unless afterwards I have to sit back and listen to this entire show just to get some idea of how this mic sounds. But for now, I was on Veli's with this mic last night, and Scientific Method said, yeah, I've got God mic at the moment. I could overspeak everyone else, or most people. Although when I listen to the stream again, Scientific's mic is God mic as well. I don't know how he managed to get a God mic, because he runs that thing off his phone, but his mic was very powerful. And yeah, Betty's, who was trying to talk over him, just couldn't compete. Betty just couldn't get a word in, poor woman. But yeah, so that was that. I mean, now for you guys who frequent this show or watch anything I do on my show, you know that I go to Chaotic Truths. There's a channel called Chaotic Truth, and I go to that channel a lot recently. I don't know, I've somehow become obsessed. And I end up on there a lot because he runs a lot of he runs a really good show. I mean, now he's an African American. He's very African American centric, obviously. He calls himself the Black Whisperer because he kind of tells the truth about black people in America that they don't like to hear. And I've kind of semi-dubbed myself the Arab or Middle Eastern Whisperer, because I tell all the Middle Easterners, especially about Islam, shit that they don't want to hear. And they don't like it. But, I'm not in the same league as Chaotic. I think Chaotic is a little bit higher level when it comes to his African whispering proclivities. But anyway, if you go there, you'll realize that there's a lot of, it's just like the conversations these guys have. And yeah, I mean, when you're in that sort of black sphere of YouTube, people... it does seem to be insults for thee, but not for me, or at least derogatory terms for thee, but not for me. They use a lot of clapbacks to the white dudes, and of course Arabs like me, Middle Easterners like me, and Arabs, they call us sand this, sand N-word, and dune jockeys or camel jockeys and all sorts of things. And that seems to roll off their tongue very comfortably. But when a sand or a Middle Eastern or Asian person, Indian person, happens to point out a scientific fact, although be it a little bit crude with the whole Black Ape, Betty lost her collective shite and had 2 nights of streams about Scientific Method. And I think Scientific Method is probably going to feel the sting of this for a few more weeks to come. I can imagine there'll be a few more weeks of streaming about this. They're going to milk it for all it's worth. I mean, Veli loves... I mean, I don't think Veli's going to complain because he's got some drama. He's got some shit going on. Iranians are from the South Caucasus. Yes, thank you, God. Thank you. Oh, Big Up Scientific is in the house. So I guess, a little bit of ego... what do you call it? Inflating, or just putting someone's name in the title. It brings them knocking. It brings them calling. I knew you're gonna come, dude. I knew you're gonna come. It's irresistible. There's no way you can put someone's name in a chat in the YouTube description and for that person to just ignore it. I mean, this is why I got to do this. I mean, the tactic I should be using is actually with much bigger YouTubers. I should be putting I tried putting Aber and Preach and other bigger, but I think they're too big. I have to put like people who are mid-tier YouTubers and put their names in the links a lot and see if they bite. Because if I can get like a YouTuber that's got like 50, 60,000 subscribers in, that's a pretty decent clout chasing, as they say. Oh, big up Simon, big up. Actually, Scientific, you're not a mod here. Why aren't you a mod? Let's change that, huh? Now, Scientific, I'm trusting you with this great power. As they say, with great power comes great responsibility, Scientific. So use this power for good only. Do not let it get to your head, and do not what's it called? Do not embrace the dark side, Scientific. Use the power that I've bestowed upon you for the good of mankind only. And thank you. Christ, I think I've got more mods here than regular chatters. I think I've modded almost everyone in my chat. But anyway, we are Caucasians, not Arabs or South Asian. Yes. Well, thank you, God. Oh, wait a minute. Thank you, God. Persian. He must be, but do I know you under a different name? Because I don't know that name. Are you Samadara or Samem? Maybe. I don't know. These guys, they change their name all the time to troll people. It's just troll fest all the way. Anyway, so what are we doing, kids? Let's get. I think I'm spending too much time with the chat here, but I suppose this is a very chat heavy and just generally audience participating type of a stream. I'm gonna stick the StreamYard link in almost straight away, because if anyone wants to jump on a panel, I don't really have a lot around. I have a few things I want to get through, and I'll get through them whilst doing it when there's no one there. But if anyone does jump, we will substitute the things I want to cover for the chat, for the thingy. So let us. I mean, I don't have the original stream because Veli does like 10-hour streams. Big up Samadara, big up. Now, yeah, Veli does like 10-hour streams, so I don't know where the hell that original comment by Scientific Method is. It's buried in like a 10-hour or 8-hour stream somewhere, where if you can find it, you're a better man than me. Please find it and post a timestamp. But if not, then I'm just gonna play the little clip that we had yesterday, where Betty started to discuss these matters. So we're going to go from that and see how things go. This was when Betty started to talk about zoophilia for some reason. I think that was like her way of saying that Scientific was obsessed with what's it called? He was obsessed with this ape business. And I mean, Scientific is only persistent with the whole ape thing because of evolution, not because he's obsessed with animals. I don't think he's got zoophilia. But anyway, let us play.
Yeah, this is a paraphilia, when a person experiences sexual fixation on non-human animals.
What?
What the hell are you searching, mate?
You know, when an Asian man goes online and starts talking about black people being apes, this is what the illness is. It's called zoophilia. Paraphilia is a person experiencing sexual fixation on non-human animals. Yeah, bestiality instead refers to cross-species sexual activity between humans and non-human animals. So this is what he imagines in his head, Kaelin, Lady D. That's what turns him on. That's why he's always talking about, you know, humans and apes and black people and apes, because that's what turns him on.
Apparently that's how that went down. Apparently, Scientific has a ting for the non Homo sapiens. How did bet he turned this into something sexual. I have no idea. I mean, talk about grabbing for straws, stretching. This is like the most amazing stretch that I've ever seen of anything, any conversation ever. that she went from him calling her a black ape to he fancies me and he's got some kind of zoophilia fetish. That's what it is. I guess that must be what's running in her head. I mean, I can't think of anything else. I don't know what the hell. What are you thinking? Like, what are you thinking when this shit came up? Holy shit balls. Okay, we got Scientific in his house. Big up, Scientific. Big up. How's it going, man? Oh, dude, can't hear you. Can't hear you. You're muted. I can't hear you. I don't know if anyone else can hear him. Talk again? Nope. Can't hear you. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I cannot hear thee. My good sir. Why? Why can't we hear him? I heard the little pop. I can see your microphone thing flashing. Not. Oh, mute mic. I can't seem to mute your mic or unmute mic. No. Oh, no, it's mute. It is mute. Why is it mute? Okay, he's coming back. Let me kick this one. Oh, no. God, sorry, Scientific. Go on. Okay, can you unmute yourself? Talk to me. Shit, no, still can't hear you. What the hell? What the hell is going on? Okay, let me drop you off the studio and then bring you back on. Let's see. Can't unmute, yes, because they chose to mute themselves. Okay, right now you muted yourself. If you can hear me, Scientific, you have muted yourself. I can't unmute you until you unmute you. Okay, now go ahead and talk. Nope, can't hear a fucking word. Can anyone hear him? I can't hear him. Nope, definitely can't hear him. Okay, let me drop you off the panel and then bring you back on. Hold on. Let me kick you out and then join. Yes. Okay, now come back on, Scientific. Go hit the link again. What is going on? What is going on? Okay, can anyone else jump on the panel as a test? I won't even put you on the show. I just want a test to see. Okay, Scientific is back. Still can't hear him. Why can't I hear you? I can see the thing flashing. There's no sound. Nothing coming through. The hell, man? What the hell? Okay, Scientific. I'm gonna start a new StreamYard, and we'll test that one out. So I'm gonna close the whole StreamYard and then I'm gonna restart the StreamYard. Okay. So yeah, let's drop out of this one and see what's what. Wagwan. Okay, that was a bit weird and disastrous. Okay, let's try the. Let's see. Okay. Hello. Okay, that's good. Where's your boycott gone? Where's your boycott gone? Where's your boycott gone? Where's your boycott gone? Okay, let me post the link again, boys and girls. There's the new link. Forget the old link. Use this one. I saw What's up, Sai? It's been a while, my good sir. It has been some time. Simon, can you jump on the panel? I know you do things. You jump on panels. I just want to test it. You don't have to stay on. I just need to test it if you can. Okay, Scientific is back.
Any luck?
Oh my God, I can hear you now.
This time?
Well done. Well done.
All right.
I can hear you like a champ. Yes, sir.
Right. I went to. Okay, so it wasn't my fault because I didn't do anything wrong.
No, it was StreamYard fucking around.
Yeah.
All right, how's it going?
Well,
How's it going, my good sir? So yeah, you Mandem's gonna they're gonna wet you, dude. Oh shit, he lost. What the? He dropped off. Son of a motherless goose. Okay, he's back. Back. You're back. Hello. Okay, you're back.
Hello.
You're back. You are cracking up a little bit. I guess you're on your mobile. You're outdoors, right?
Yeah. Well, in and out. But I'm not sure why it's crackling.
You're good to go, man. You're good to go. So yeah. So what makes you such a racist?
I guess it's to do the fact I was brainwashed heavily by the educational system.
Exactly. This ice
answer.
people's education system, man. That's what it does to the even the sand and the mountain people. It just wants to brainwash us all the time. That's how it is, man. That's how the ice education does it. Now, if you were raised by like someone like Kale, life would be very different for you. But
well, I'd be able to see through all the tactics, isn't it?
Precisely.
The continuous tactics.
That's why you're a what they call a slave to the ice people, a slave of the ice. it's dancing on ice.
Yep, and very very thin ice. To be honest, with certain communities, I'm on very thin ice. Let's just say that.
You're on thin ice, and you better watch out. What if you don't? You end up like Bambi on ice, all over the place.
Listen, mate, I see you backing it for me the other day and that, yeah. But I see you also milking it for yourself as well, yeah.
Oh, come on, because it's so
Banksy,
fucking stupid.
You can't trust anyone.
But it's so fucking stupid. If a rational thinking person can't see through the moronic aspect of that conversation and them stretching and fucking Betty talking about zoophilia, and like that is the biggest stretch I've ever fucking seen in my life. It's like if someone can't see through that, if someone sees that and takes that shit seriously, then I can't help you anyway. So I might as well just fucking milk it and troll because you're too fucking stupid for me to help you anyway. So I might as well just...
Yeah. You know what? Me and you got a lot in common when it comes to that then. Because that's why that, you see me dealing with things in a particular way. And, when people give me good advice about toning it down or whatever, I've done all that up to a point. I made my judgment about people because they showed me who they are and how much respect they deserve from me or anyone.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. You still have a large degree of anonymity. I don't have that level of anonymity. I've got some scenarios where people know where I'm going to be at certain days, certain times. If I go to the park, if I'm live streaming from the park, they know exactly where I am. So, an ass kicking is very much could be in order for me. And so I have to kind of, obviously we had the Zubaydah situation. Now, the thing is, the ass kicking part isn't the problem for me. Because if I turned around and beat the living shit out of Zubaydah and Waleed, I would end up in court, and then my entire life would be fucking turned upside down. All my information would be doxed. The police literally told me when I wanted to fucking have her, take her to court. They said, we can't guarantee your anonymity. We have to do this, we have to do disclosure. And in what was it? It's not called disclosure. It's what's it called? I forgot. There's a legal term they use, but either way they have to give all the details, my details, to their lawyers, and if their lawyer gives it to them, they can't stop it.
If they can't prove that person done that, then you're,
Yeah. So
you're bang to rights, mate.
basically, I mean, I said to the police, I said, so really, if I take them to court, I'll be punished more than they would because they're still not going to go to prison for that. They're going to get some kind of fucking slap on the wrist community bullshit or some sort of bullshit fine. But then I'll be doxxed and forever they'll stick all my information on the fucking internet. My entire fucking life will be turned upside down, job, everything. So, in fact, if I...
Now you stand to lose.
Yeah, 10 times more because I have a life. They're fucking losers on the dole. They don't give a shit. They're on. Modine was an illegal immigrant at that time. He couldn't even actually work. He didn't even have legal rights to work in this country. So what's he got to fucking lose?
Yeah, no, everything's a bonus from there, really, isn't it? Any attention, even.
Exactly. It's all on the upside for them. No. I'm the one that's going to get in the ass, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you come off worse in every way.
I'm gonna get it in the ass in so many ways. So that's the other. That's what I mean about going after Betty and shit like that, because she'll fucking come down to Speaker's Corner if I'm live streaming. She'll hop on a train from Manchester and come down to Speaker's Corner just to kick my ass.
You know what? I think you said too much then, because you kind of like you did troll it a bit, and then but then you did say some points which were too smart, so you're going to end up on the list as well. Well,
that's what I mean. I think up until now, because I didn't say the words, I didn't say any of that shit that you said. So up until that point, I think I may have I've walked on thin ice, but I didn't break through. So I may be okay, but you're fucking at the bottom of the lake at this stage, dude. You are fucked. You can never admit to anyone if you ever come to Speaker's Corner, you just don't tell anyone who you are. Just some random dude walking around.
Well, luckily I've changed so much since those days. I'd be surprised if anybody recognizes me. I mean, 44 DDs and butt implants, and
you got the Brazilian butt lift.
yeah. Been busy, mate. Been busy. I've been busy.
In that case, yeah, there is a good chance. So you've gone full Sophia Lewis.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, just hope Modine doesn't see me. That's what I'm hoping.
He'll be chirping you all day.
He's the main one I'm gonna have to worry about.
Yes, most definitely. Oh my god! But
to be honest, I don't really take any of this stuff that seriously. Like, come on, let's be honest. Me and you are smart enough to know, as well as most average decent people, that
are smart enough
if you. Know. Yeah, look, if you lose a debate or lose an argument to somebody, you're then going to try and beat them in another way. And quite often the first natural reaction is to try and get personal with them and start talking about them about something to do with their real life. If that doesn't work, then you're going to try and be a bit more intimidating, or the threat of violence in the background will appear somehow.
Exactly. How many threats of violence, the sort of subtle but certainly obvious threats of violence was in those conversations. Kale and Betty, both of them. I mean, Betty wasn't even subtle. Betty was like fucking, like she was with it. She was right up front with that shit. She's like, I'm gonna find you, come to Speaker's Corner, and I will fucking kick your ass. But Kale was the same. Kale made plenty of, underhand.
Yeah, it's like they tried. Yeah, the thing is, though, is you made a good point that, look, at the end of the day, you guys do the same thing. Like, whatever he did say, you do that and more, and much more regularly, much more consistently. So it's pure hypocrisy to be a bitch about it when it happens to you. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. And dude, the difference is, this is the big difference. And this is, by the way, the same thing when it comes to the Western world and Western secular society and Muslims, for example. Muslims insult Christians all the time. All the time. If you actually listen and if you believe in Christianity the way
they're very disrespectful about
constantly. I've seen Shamsi literally walk around Speaker's Corner going, did Jesus come out of a vagina? Did Jesus... Imagine if a Christian goes around talking about, did Muhammad come out of some stinky vagina? You imagine, just imagine the reverse of that. It would they would kill that person limb from limb. They'll tear him apart.
Heads would roll, mate.
Absolutely, heads would roll. So when the Muslims do it and the Christians, because Christians have gone beyond that, they've at least evolved enough. At least the societies have evolved enough to not be triggered like that shit. But because Muslims get triggered, then it's like, oh, you have to respect us. Dude, you don't. You do the same shit. You just don't notice it because Christians are not chasing you down with a fucking sword, trying to take your head off. That's the only difference. Otherwise, you're no better. You just don't get the response that the Muslims give to the Christians. You're just hypocrites about it. That's all you are. It's as I say, it's insult for me, but not for thee. And it's exactly the same with Kale. Kale doesn't realize.
But you see how often.
Go on.
No, I was just saying though that because we talked about this yesterday as well. But do you see how often that it's so easy for people to do this? It makes me so worried that I'm a big hypocrite myself, but I try to be open about my own biases and hypocrisies when I can see them. But because I see it so much in so many people, and they seem to behave as if it's, they don't even notice it. Like, these same group of people, when they went to the park, we saw which group of people was bullying them. And so they cried about it. But now they want to be doing the same kind of things to all other groups of people as well. So they've suffered the same injustice, but now they're carrying it out and kind of denying that they're doing the same thing as what they were complaining about for a long time as well.
And
absolutely. Can you really be that? Can you really lack that much introspection and just
self-awareness?
Awareness. That's the one. Awareness, self-awareness.
Yeah, and there's zero self-awareness, zero accountability. But I said to Kale, I said, dude, the only reason you keep saying this ice and mountain, all this crap, and you don't seem to get any backlash is because most of us don't give a shit, and we consider you to be a kook. You're a fucking nut job. So we don't take you that seriously. But you lose your shit the second one of us claps back.
If somebody in the street, like you said, Banksy, if somebody in the street started shouting at you, "Oh, you mentioned this," and said exactly the same thing what Kale does, but physically in the street out of the blue, I guess a lot of us would react in the same way that they would react as if someone just stopped them in the street and started calling them monkeys and whatever. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that you do this already, you should be well aware of what you're doing.
But you see, he tries to couch it, or he tries to hide it in, oh, this is some political scientific thing. It's a political science. Well, the fucking
what am I talking about?
Biology. He's literally, it's a scientific fact. It's a fucking. There are books written on it.
Forget the political science. This is an actual scientific fact.
Exactly.
Like, you want to argue about that and talk about some geezer who said something about different races.
Fucking Marcus Garvey shit, or was it Marcus Garvey or one of these people that he quotes?
Some nonsense.
Yeah, but what I mean is he's talking about some kind of hypothetical or some discredited, or I'm not even sure how much credibility this mountain bullshit has. But it's certainly something not mainstream.
Zero. It's
exactly.
Zero, mate.
Whilst
Trust me, it's zero.
We're talking about something that is literally the foundation of human biology and human medicine that we have today. Modern medicine and modern scientific, understanding of humans and biology is based on the evolutionary theory. That's what scientists go into the labs who make your fucking aspirin, who make your medicines, your vaccines. That's what they're working on. They're not working on some fucking kooky shit. They don't talk about evolution and then they go and ignore it when they go into the lab. No, the medicines you take is based on that theory.
Yep. Exactly. I was surprised a bit because I thought after I'd explained it a couple of times, I thought people would actually have learned what I learned. But it's the fact that after you explained such basic stuff 4 or 5 times, that you think, hang on a minute, what's going on now? This person's still not getting it.
Dude, it's people. I can tell you, I've talked to Christians. Kay, the Christian lady, the one, the ginger Kay, who argues, debates with Muslims all the time.
I can't.
I
I
don't know.
can't
Yeah, if you
remember.
watch the Speakers Corner stuff, she does her own streams, and yeah, she's in the mix. She's with Bob and Soko Films and those guys. It's Soko
Yeah,
K.
probably. Yeah. I think so.
If you
I
see
vaguely
her, you
remember.
know
It.
her.
Yeah.
If you see her, you know her.
Is she a bit older?
Yeah. She's I would say easily in her 40s. But yeah, Kay absolutely doesn't believe in evolution. Like completely doesn't believe. There's a couple of other. There was this like Swedish sounding lady, Christian again. These are people who would be considered perfectly reasonable, rational people in other spheres, but evolution.
But they're
They're just completely. They've drawn a circle around it, and they're just like no. Even Bob, who is a Christian zealot in a lot of ways, he still is okay with evolution. He doesn't really, because he actually uses it from time to time when it comes to human civilizations, social evolution. You can and also even biological evolution. He talks about it, so he's not a denier of it because he's got enough sensibility about him to know this shit isn't. Don't fuck around, don't bullshit, because you're gonna come out looking stupid if you really go down that road. But
then
he
has to make that work in his worldview, which then he employs the dishonest tactics.
Anyway, good evening, everybody.
Hello, MC. How are you, mate? Sorry, Scientific. Do you know MC? MC's our man in Poland.
I don't actually. I don't think so.
Oh,
nice to meet you, MC.
Yeah. MC is our boy in Poland. He's my my most trusted and reliable panelist because every time I run a stream with a panel, MC is there. I could set my watch to it.
Okay. Okay, big up MC.
But by the way, I figured out what actually map means by the left now. Now we know. Now I know actually. It means it's a short for Muhammad approved parenting map.
All right, MC, you got some other weird noise happening on your mic. It's causing some disturbance. Did you hear it, Scientific?
Oh, actually, that might have been me. I was just doing something.
Oh, I see.
It might have been. Yes. Okay. Sorry.
It's your fault because there was some scratching noises I couldn't hear. Okay, yeah.
Maybe I should
mute yourself.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, Scientific. Let Scientific mute himself and then MC go.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know how the left wants us to call the child.
Sorry. Say again.
You know how the left wants us to call child connoisseurs. Call them maps.
Oh yes. Yeah, those sick people.
But I think it's a shortening for another thing. It's not minor attracted person. It's Muhammad approved parenting.
Oh, fucking hell, dude. You're gonna get me killed. Yes, but it is very very apt. Yeah, I mean that's the funny thing now.
Very accurate to me.
That's what I use when I want to talk about like these perverts. Is Muhammad? He pulled a Muhammad, or he seems a little bit Muhammadish to me. It used to be Jimmy Savile. I flip between Jimmy Savile and Muhammad.
Oh, so we can also say that he reached the level of the prophet. He followed his footsteps.
He's a bit. I mean, we may have to call him a prophet with the amount of. It's R. Kelly, Jimmy Savile, and Muhammad. That's the sort of banter. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But dude, I want to ask you. What the hell did I want to ask you? Actually, oh my god, there was something I want to ask you. I'm so tired today. I'm sorry, guys. My brain is just shot. So things that I wanted to do, I can't even remember. But it was ages ago. MC, I want to ask you something about Eastern Europe, but it's gone. I can't remember it now. So anyway, do you follow Veli Vision or do you watch Veli's G Block at any time? I don't think you do because I never see you in the text.
No, but you can give me the link and I will see what it actually is. Because frankly, I have not much time either.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when I come home, these guys have always got some panelists on, and I don't, you know me, I'm lazy as fuck. I never want to start a stream myself because, to be perfectly honest, these streams are fucking work. It's actual work. I don't want to work after I come home from work, so that's why I don't do any live streams. But tonight there wasn't much going on. There wasn't a lot of people doing anything, so I thought, fuck it, I might as well do something. But Veli's is like one of the main shows that I jump on because it's just, it's great. I mean, he's free speech. He lets you actually, talk, and yeah, then he's a great guy. I met him actually a couple of weeks ago at Speaker's Corner at Marble Arch, and he's actually as funny and as great as in real life as he is on the show. So yeah, it's just a really chilled, show. But it is you could say from time to time, not always, but from time to time, it's African centrist. So it's, they talk about the black Caribbeans or the black diaspora across the United States and the Caribbeans and Africa. So it's a black, if you like, black heavy show from time to time. But it really depends on who's on. Because if like you got people like Betty and Kale, and I think Betty's a black supremacist herself, because I've seen her say some fucked up shit about white women. But Kale is 100% a black supremacist and a Pan-Africanist.
I get where is it going. If I have noticed that if a black female have a huge problem with white women, it's probably because of some past time when white woman took away her man, or the man that she thought is hers, whatever. That's how women are, actually.
Actually, I just want to quickly say to everyone in the audience, if anyone knows how to get in touch with Betty and she would like to come on, because obviously I'd like her to be to have the right to reply and
anyway, I have to tell you that. It's good that you remind me about it. Not so long ago, we have a lot of Ukrainian refugees, and also many women and children. And they are competition for local women here now. it's a huge problem now.
Are you kidding me? The Ukrainians women are now competition for the local women. Oh, snap.
Yes. I love it. And the Schadenfreude is so huge right now. I love it because I could see the net and I could see what they are speaking offline. It was like, they are taking away our men.
Oh, shit.
I mean, there was even a Facebook site about wanting to send the Ukrainian to concentration camps soon to get rid of them in the competition.
Holy shit. That's quite interesting because I would have thought Ukrainian women and Polish women, because you guys are so close to each other, I thought Polish and Ukrainians kind of intermixed a lot. But I guess you guys don't really intermix with the Ukrainians?
No, Banksy, nobody loves competition. Let's get real.
That is true, man. That is true. This is why all these feminists are losing their shit over these passport bros. Like they start to, even though they go, oh, we don't care, but they make 20 TikTok videos about passport bros and how, these guys are just such losers. It's like, if you don't care, why have you made 14 TikTok videos complaining about passport bros then? You don't care, right? These guys are losers, right? You don't want them. So why you fussing? Why are you so worried? Of course they're fucking worried because they know that they can't, gain 30 pounds, look like a fucking walking beach whale, and still find themselves a man, because those men are now going to Philippines and Thailand and Cambodia and India and other places and finding themselves gorgeous, beautiful housewives, women who actually know how to look after their men. I got a friend of mine, one of my relatives' children's distant sort of relative, one of my father's side of the family. Her son is like, I don't know, is he like 30 now? And he found this gorgeous Indian girl. I forgot from where exactly. I think it's North India. And he just got married. He just got married to her like 3 weeks ago. And we saw the photos. I was like, holy shit.
Just one question. He is not Indian himself by any reasons, by any means, even ancestors. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, he's Iranian. He's one of my relatives.
Okay, but anyway, you get me where I am going with all that stuff.
I don't know. Actually, where are you going? I'm losing you. What do you
Okay.
mean? Spell it out a little bit for me.
Maybe I'm a little bit behind in time, but I don't think Indians like pretty much their sons and especially their daughters marrying out of their culture, especially.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, no, it's true that Indians are considered actually one of the most racist countries in the world. But when it comes to Iranians and Indians, that's a different dynamic. Although some Punjabis and Sikhs don't like if you're a Muslim, they certainly won't let you marry if you're a Muslim. But if you're Iranian and you're not particularly religious, then they're chill. They're chill. I know that because my own brother is married a Sikh girl, and the family of the Sikh girl were extremely worried about my brother being, like Muslim and being strict. And once they met him and they realized, no, he doesn't give a shit about religion, they were chill. They were cool. Because Iranians, historically anyway, Iranians and Indians intermixed a lot. So it's not.
Okay,
so
it's not that far.
No. It's not as bad.
It's
not as bad for Iranians. It's not even as bad for English white folks. I'm gonna be straight up honest here. It's Africans. They don't like fucking Africans. They don't like if you're of the African continent or heritage, and you try to marry an Indian girl, you're gonna fucking have a hard time. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100 here. You're not gonna fucking be welcomed into the fucking house. you're gonna have to be one charming motherfucker and a shitload of money in order to for the family to sort of welcome you in. But so yeah, I'm sorry, but that's why they rate as one of the most racist countries in the world. It's not because they just hug and kiss everyone around the world. No, they don't like. They're not particularly fond of the Chinese. Actually, I think they probably hate them just as much as the Africans. They don't like Japanese, and certainly they don't like anyone from Africa. Arabs, especially dark-skinned Arabs, no, they don't fucking like them. Yeah, there's a shitload of categories of people that Indians won't allow their daughters to marry. That's where you find out. This is my thing, my litmus test for every culture. It isn't like how they treat you. You can go to any country in the world, and most people are friendly and nice. But you go and ask their daughter's hand in marriage. That's when you find out what's what. What the fuck is going on? So that's when you realize, they don't like.
My friend was also rejected by an Indian family. I know that he was rejected because he was Polish, and Indians have an affinity for Russia, political affinity.
I see. Okay.
And when they realize what kind of a nation we are, it was like, not gonna happen. Never. Never. Until you and the most shitty thing I ever heard, until your government will make up and say sorry to Russia. And I was like, get lost.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'll be perfectly honest with you, dude. If he was multi-million, I don't know if your friend was rich or not, but if it was a multi-millionaire, they would forgive that shit real quick.
Well, he wasn't rich enough, apparently.
Exactly. If you're just a mid-level guy, mid-tier guy, and you're also, politically not aligned, then yeah, they'll use that excuse all day. But I guarantee you, if you had the right amount of money, they'd be like, yeah, it's okay, so we forgive you. So
the problem, those people will one day have a problem if they're going to meet another quite unforgiving nation like them. Holy shit, that will be a fun thing to watch. I want my popcorn and beer and something to sit on, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's true, but for I mean, as a generally, I know. I mean, by the way, Iranians are very similar as well. Iranians are incredibly. I didn't realize how racist Iranians really were until I grew up and I started to sort of dig into sort of the attitudes of like Iranians towards Africans, towards Arabs. Oh, fucking hell, they despise Arabs. Most of them despise Arabs. It's like they've just, but that goes to the historical differences, the Shia Sunni thing. There's a lot of conflicts between Iranians and Arabs. But yeah, they're not particularly fond of black people. They certainly, I mean, again, They absolutely love you and they're friendly and they'll invite you to your house for dinner and all that shit. They don't mind that. You go and ask their daughter for her hand in marriage. That's when they fucking, you see the shit come out real quick. That's when you start to see what's what. So it's nothing to do with like how they treat you.
You mean from 0 to 100.
Yeah, exactly. Shit flips real quick. So that's what I mean. I'm not talking about like, if you go to Iran as a black guy, you're going to be treated badly. No, there's you'll be treated very well and you'll be fine. It's those moments when you go and like, I like to marry your daughter, and then like, get the fuck out of here. You pick up that spear and you get the fuck out of here. That's pretty much how they're gonna address that. Oh, Scientific dropped off. But yeah, no, they'll go straight fucking 1950s racist on you after at that moment. What's up, Scientific? You back?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right, man. We've come to expect your in and outs because you're always on your phone. So I suggest get either a tablet or like a Microsoft Surface. That way, it'll give you a bit more leeway.
Now, you know what? I move around too much. I don't sit still.
So, where were we? Let's get back to the drama. Let's get back to the Betty, because this is going to be a very, I guess, Kale, Betty heavy show. Now, Scientific, as a man, do you covet your testicles much? And how much do you think she will cut off if she ever finds you?
100%. both questions.
Do you imagine you could negotiate for maybe the left one or maybe even the right one, depending on your personal preference? But do you think you could negotiate for just one testicle in order to quell the fires of Betty?
No, I'm sure that they will get stamped and crushed like 2 grapes.
She's coming for both. She's coming for both of them. It's 2 or nothing.
She said she was going to conk me on my head with a stiletto. So.
Yes, she said that as well. She's going to smack you on the head with one of her sharpest stilettos. So you've got brain trauma and potentially testicle dismemberment. It's the only thing I can think of.
Well, she never mentioned that. You're the only one that's mentioned that, so I'm hoping she's going to stick to the stiletto to the head.
Am I encouraging shit now that wasn't even on the table before?
Yeah, you heard what you wanted to hear, it seems like.
I'm adding to the list of fucking physical harm. Yeah.
You know, when you was at the park that day with Zabida, you should have turned around and you would have got what you wanted.
Dude, I swear, there was like none of it was intentional. It was just like the fucking asshole knocked my phone off my little holder thing that I had, and the rest of it was me scrambling, trying to pick up my fucking phone, and then they keep kicking it. It was like one of those movies where the guy's trying to pick something up and somebody just keeps kicking it, and he goes like a few inches further, and it goes a few inches further. I'm like, for fuck's sake. And then when I picked up the phone and put it in my pocket, it was all over. And I was like, motherfuckers, I'm waiting for shit to happen. Now I'm ready. and then they started running. So I was like, okay, then let the fucking police deal with it.
It's done. Well, whatever was going to happen,
it was done apparently, yeah. And the thing is, this was the fucked up thing. Someone punched me in the face, but it was such a light punch. I thought it was Zabeda that hit me in the face. My statement to the police was, she punched me in the face. But later on in the video, when I watched like the replays, I realized it was Waleed. It was a man. No. It was such
and you didn't even know.
Piss weak punch. This is
I'm
why.
not surprised, to be honest.
This is why I keep saying.
When I saw him out dance the belly dancer at the restaurant, I wouldn't expect a
Exactly.
swing
The
the
man
punch.
is out dancing the fucking belly dancer. As I told you, he's got the most feminine hips that a man I've ever seen on a man.
Oh,
This effeminate
but-
body of his.
Banksy, do you
Yes.
suggest that Walid should be a Muslim trans female?
Well, I mean, if he wanted to, he would probably be able to. His transition would be very, very simple.
That's what I was asking. That he has a lot of potential for that. That's what I'm asking.
Exactly. That whole thing. He would be able to literally over a weekend. He would have that operation done. That whole thing. He would go from Walid to, I don't know, Walida. In like
I wanted to say that.
I don't know what the fuck an appropriate from Walid to Khadija in like you know from a Friday to a Sunday. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that guy.
Anyway, so you want to tell me it'll be Walida, the bitch of Zobida?
Cognitive is saying, I can't believe you. How are you doing scientific like that? Look, this is clearly a piss take conversation, and we're just gonna roll with those punches, because the whole thing is just moronic, and if anyone, as I said, if anyone takes that shit seriously, which I know for a fact Veli doesn't. Veli clearly he knows this is all just fucking insane bullshit. So anyone who takes it seriously is in my eyes just too stupid to be helped anyway. So you're not going to be able to help the people who take it seriously because it's just fucking dumb. And those who are wise enough, they're not gonna care. So this whole thing is nothing. It's a fucking mountain out of a molehill. It's fart in a bottle. It's literally a nothing burger. But it gave me an excuse to make this fucking show. And Scientific's ego would not allow him not to jump on the panel. So I win. I win either way. It's a slam dunk.
Well, scientific method probably now discovered scientifically that if Josh Carlin would somehow be resurrected from the grave, we are his incarnations here in a few people.
Yes, exactly.
We make the brutal truth with a lot of goofy shit.
Exactly. Actually, I did have a couple of. I guess I'll play it maybe at the end of the show, at the end of the stream, because I had a couple of things. Because I was on the Alex Stein show for anyone who's interested. Now I don't know if you guys know who Alex Stein is.
Yeah, I know. I still cannot forgive him for the lies about the big booty Latina.
The big booty Latina. Yes, my hot tamale.
Occasional cortex is not a big booty Latina. She's far from it. She looks
Occasional
like she'll be coming from a cortex. Occasional cortex actually looks like she looks like she'll be living in a socialist or communist country. I mean, her curves are gone from starvation. That's how I see her. So she's true to her ideology, at least.
Okay, guys on the panel. This is just only applies to you guys because for the stream I can change it. But I made the grave mistake of starting the StreamYard chat in Firefox, and Firefox unfortunately doesn't share sound with the stream, so I can share the screen with you, like you will see in a moment. There you go. You can see the screen, but you can't hear the screen. If you want to hear the screen, you guys are gonna have to go. Oh shit. Let me switch. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to go to watch the actual regular stream to be able to hear it, because I can't do that in Firefox. I made that because the thing is, Firefox actually is much easier on my system when it comes to StreamYard. I can't run a Chrome on my machine in this heat. My machine will literally just burn through. So it just takes too much out of my machine, and my machine is right now boiling hot. My machine's CPU, I can tell you right now. Well, actually, it's not too bad now because I got the aircon attached, literally pointing to my fucking base unit, but it went up to nearly 70 Celsius was my processor burning at. My motherboard was about 55, 60 Celsius. My graphics card is still running at 54 Celsius. My hard drives aren't too bad though; they're in like the 30s. But yeah, my entire system was burning out basically. So I had to stick an air conditioning unit into the as in like pressed up against the base unit, just to keep this fucking thing from melting on me tonight, because it's fucking hot.
Anyway, you look like a hijabi in that video.
I know.
You're almost covered up totally.
It's thingy. It's Modine's look, because Modine wears a. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Modine wears a balaclava when he does his thing, so that's what that is. That is the Modine look. Because
I know you're acting and doing an epic troll. You want Alex to be interested in that
because
shit.
I call myself Modine's best friend on the Alex Stein show, so that's why I am the way I am, because that's how Modine. But that's a pink balaclava, so I got that specially for that for the Alex Stein show. Now I haven't copied this and posted on my channel, which I might do that. I will cut it up and I'll do that, but I'll just give you guys a little snippet.
So you are basically doing
Banksy style
or Borat.
Yo.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hold on 1 second.
Are you coming to us from London?
MC?
Yeah, man, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to come down. And dude, you know, last time I spoke to you and Modine sent you that email, he was right, man. He dumped me. He dumped me. I thought we were together. I thought we were gonna be, you know, lovers. But now I'm Modine's ex-best mate. I'm no longer his top dog. Yeah, man, he dumped me. He dumped me like a bitch.
Is that
I'm like Logan Paul and his bird. You know, that's how it's gonna be. That's just like Logan Paul and his wife in like 4 years, divorce, gone.
Banksy, wait, tell me this though, because you actually know when I will look at Mo's Instagram. Who are those people that want to take pictures with them? Like, who are those people? It's always the weirdest people that when you look at the people that are like, let me get a picture of Mo. Oh, it's like kids. Is it who? Like,
sorry guys, this is
who is
it's just London rats, man.
Loads really shitty, so it's like cutting in and out right now. I've been struggling with it all night. I wasn't really going to even.
It's just London mole rats.
Yeah. I mean, right now, this is on Rumble. You guys can go get it on Rumble. But I'm going to cut it up and stick it on my channel as well, and half as Reflex. So you can go and watch it properly there. But at the moment, I can't. It's all over the shop. That's why I was a bit hesitant about playing it. I just want everyone to know that it's there, though. It's available for you guys. Scientific, you're back. Good man. Scientific is back. Good man, Sci. All right. Yep, that's all good. In the hood. What? In the butt? You good?
Yeah,
good,
sorry, Banksy. Yeah, you know what it is? I've just got a few little errands to run, yeah, so I'm going to be driving and
all right, dude.
Van from underground, so I might keep popping off and on.
No worries, man. No worries. Do your thing.
I'm still hanging on. I'm still hanging on as much as I can.
That's all right, man. Yeah, hang in there. If you want to stay on the panel, stay on the panel. If not, drop off and come back when you're good. It's all gravy. It's all gravy here. I've got a few things that are sort of comedy segments that I wanted to cover anyway. I was on Alex Stein. Me and Alex Stein are getting along really well. I'm actually an admin now for his main Alex Stein channel, not the Pimp on the Blimp podcast.
Oh, that's good, bro.
But I'm an admin now. Yeah, he made me an admin on his own channel.
Oh, so he was also all for the bunda.
Oh yes, all for the bunda. Oh my God, you've seen that? You've seen the Tim Pool and Modine on the Tim Pool show.
but not the entire thing.
I love the bunda. I do everything for the bunda. I just love the bunda. The bunda is amazing. Yes, our man Modine and the bunda. He loves the bunda. It's all about the bunda, baby.
Modine after that probably will be scared or ashamed to go outside without the hijab. After you're going to be through with him, to be honest.
Yes, yeah, but yeah, I mean that's my progression now. I will eventually take off the balaclava and just become just Banksy style, because I went from Modine's best mate, and now I'm in Modine's ex-best mate because Modine has now dumped me, and then eventually I'll just roll into just being me as Banksy. But yeah, I talk to Alex from time to time in Instagram, but I don't message him often. I don't want to like hassle him. Just yeah, I'm keeping it subtle. I'm trying to grow inside, you know, his circle of inner internet people. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny. But yeah, guys, go out there now. If you do go to the Alex Stein Rumble channel or his main YouTube channel, if you're gonna comment, please put a comment in saying I'm one of the chat rats that Banksy sent, because he is very, you know, very interested and excited for me to encourage more people to go to his channel. And if you guys credit me, or at least say something that Banksy sent me here, and put a rat in the text, that will be most appreciated. That will you know, assist my my growth and just generally I'll get closer into the inner circles of the Alex Stein.
Post that channel, bro. Post that channel link.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll post the Rumble connection. That is a good idea. Well done.
Well, yeah.
Well done, that man.
I also probably have to write something.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
write something.
Okay. But maybe nothing about the Bunda, but yeah, I'm since I have a larger ego than to be a rat, and I'm the nutria that Banksy have sent me. Fuck that shit. If I should be a rat, let me be at least the king size or Godzilla size one, or the Godzilla of rats. Let me be the one.
Exactly. Yeah, because he calls his everyone in his side chat, they're the chat rats, and everybody keeps posting like just rats as to say that they're the chat rats. So if you want to be Alex Stein's chat rat, post a comment underneath that video and say Banksy sent me to be one of your new chat rats. That would be awesome, guys. I would love you forever, because I want to actually do, I'm not joking, I'm planning or trying to build up to do serious shows, live in person shows, because apparently he's coming to London at some point to do some shows and stuff, and I want to be involved in that. So I'm trying to like get myself, as say, into the inner circles of Alex Stein. He's a funny guy, and he's got major clout. I mean, he knows the people at the Blaze. You know, he's got some. He knows Tucker Carlson, for crying out loud. He goes on Tucker Carlson when he used to be on Fox News. So yeah, that's some serious clout to be chasing. It's well worth it.
Well, yeah. Maybe I should start chasing clouds too one day.
Dude, do it.
Although in another way.
How you planning?
Oh no, that's the problem. I said maybe I should start, but
do you have no some plans, look, MC, I'm telling you, dude, do it. Start some kind of YouTube channel. Start doing some shows, doing some you know, whatever, thingy me bobs. Ah, shit, hold on. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Sorry. I have to close this out because I've got this other messaging thing that's people are messaging me shit, and it's messing up my my noises, because it's making noises, and I don't want it to make noises. Every time someone sends me a message, it's like a private messaging thing, and every time someone sends me a message, it makes a blip noise, and it's fucking up my show. Fucking up my show. Stop sending me messages, my friends and loved ones. People who actually care about me. I'm trying to entertain strangers here. I'm joking, guys. I love you all in the chat. My darlings. You guys are my darlings. You see, Alex Stein calls his chat people his chat rats. I call you my darlings. That's the difference. That's the kind of level of love you and I share in that side chat. Is you're my darlings. You're not some rat. You're not some monkeys or some, I don't know, whatever the hell else other people call their chat people. You're my darlings. Because when I start this show, you always hear me say, hello, my darlings. That's because you're it. You are those darlings that I darling after. Talk about fucking pandering, man. I am pandering to this audience.
True. Well, but considering the rats in New York, I don't think that Alex could be considered size-wise to be much bigger than them. You know how rats are in New York.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was talking about. Actually, if I could play the rest of if this piece of crap didn't crap out on me the way it did, I could play the rest. And we were talking about rats in London.
I get that. I get that everything has to be in America, king size, extra large, and mega jumbo. But please, also the rats.
I know, man. I know, and so I was describing to him the rats in London as well, which are also huge and scary and the size of cats. And he said he wants to come to London, and I said to him, don't worry, I will get you all the rats you want. If we can't find you, actually, it was about. He said he wants some people to wear his merchandise, and I said, "Don't worry, I'll find you plenty of people." In fact, he said he wants to find some criminals. I said, "Dude, you can literally swing a fucking knife and just hit like refugees in London everywhere. Like you can literally swing one arm and you'll hit 14 Syrians, 12 Albanians." They're just fucking everywhere. So yeah, just come on down. You want anything, we'll get you sorted out. Yeah. But yeah, I can't play it. I'd say if I could actually play the damn thing, if it would actually play. But I think I've just noticed there's some internet connectivity issues as I think I have tonight. Because my stream has got a little bit of issues. It's so hot. It's the heat. It's the fucking heat. Everything starts to melt when when this heat kicks off. My system. I got to get some kind of water cooling or some shit.
Well, yeah,
going on.
just if you're going to grow too large, Banksy, if you're going to just going to grow too large, expect from Brittany Venti being how does she her mean
Brittany
girl
Venti
vibes, when she was doing this to Alex once.
Oh yeah, she does a lot of takedowns of the red pill people.
She was the only one. But she was the only one that have made Alex lose his character. I noticed that she was the only one that could do it. That it twisted him out of his character, out of his correctness, out of his calm nature. He was like, he would be literally a punch in the dark street or whatever. I don't know how to describe it, but you get me?
Yeah.
He almost lose it with her.
Who? Sorry, who lost it with her? Could you say that again?
Alex Stein. He almost lost it with her.
With Brittany Venti.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that. When was this?
There are Alex Stein's enemies with a little channel called Padafel. She was on that channel. She was this. It's like going to the enemy side in a way for him. You get me? And wasn't pretty happy about it.
But the thing is, Brittany Venti is a bit of a troll herself, and she does do a good troll. So maybe that's what that is really.
I know both of them. They're chasing clout.
Precisely. Now let me see if I can actually throw in because I think I managed to finally download this Alex Stein video. I don't know if it's gonna work though. Let me see. This stream of his. I think I managed to get it downloaded eventually, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that looks like. Why isn't it playing? Here we go. It's my work finally. Okay.
We're at 300. Give her a get.
Yeah, it's working. It's working. I just gotta get to it where I'm on it. Sorry, MC, but again, I'm still not gonna be able to share the sound with you on StreamYard, but you can watch the stream, the regular stream, and you should be able to get it there. Meanwhile, I should be able to sort that out. Yeah, unfortunately, because of my fucking overly complicated and convoluted setup, you can't actually see the. Well, I mean, it's just fucked up. But yeah, just hang in there while I show the audience this. But you can watch the stream and listen to it through that if you want to hear it.
Mo's Instagram. Who are those people that want to take pictures with them? Like, who are those people? It's always the weirdest people that when you look at the people that are like, let me get a picture with Mo, it's like kids. Is it who? Like, who is the Modine? It's just
London rats, man. It's just London mole rats. That's what it is, man. Hood rats, mole rats. They're all over the place. There are rats everywhere. You know, in London, they say you're never more than about 4 to 5 feet away from a rat. You know, we had the plague here, right? We had the plague.
Yeah.
The rats did all that. Yeah, we're rats everywhere. We're rats. I mean, you got the chat rats. We've got real live rats, like actual cat-sized rats running around up in here.
And New York's facing a tough time, and of course, London's a lot older than New York, so I'd imagine now these rats are their 10th generation, 100th generation, so they're almost like a virus. Like, imagine your computer virus when you looked up the nastiest porn in 1998, a virus that would just so infect your computer that the malware would just fry. That is at the level of infection that we have with the rats, and I think that you're never going to beat the rats. The rats will always win.
The rats will always win, man. The rats will be here like cockroaches after a nuclear weapon, fallout. It's just that the rats will never go away. The chat rats, real rats, life rats, mole rats, whatever you want. Rats are everywhere. I mean, I know you're a vegetarian, but I'm sure we can make a rat burger for you that will be.
I might eat a rat. I mean, in the future, I might not have a choice. I might not even have vegetables.
You may have to because
you can't.
It takes a lot of land to make all those. I don't know what do you eat? Soybeans.
Pumpkin. That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine how long it takes to make a pumpkin? Yeah. I mean, all I do is eat pumpkins, and so
all those avocado toasts that you enjoy, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. They take a lot of land. You got to kill a lot of cockroaches, a lot of worms, a lot of moles, to make those avocados. Apparently, they're killing the bees too. What's with the avocados killing the bees? I don't know. There was a thing about
there's a lot of bee conspiracies. Does anybody here know that? What's the deal with the bees? They're supposedly dying at an alarming rate. What are you doing? Why are you kind of?
It's the pesticides.
It's the
pesticides that's killing the bees.
Yeah.
Is that why we're all gay?
All your avocados for your avocado toasts, they're killing the bumblebees. Now you're not gonna have any honey for your tea. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to use some aspartame shit.
The bees are turning gay, pimp.
And exactly, the bees are probably turning gay.
Yeah, the bees are
turning gay, pimp.
We got rainbow bees.
Probably
gonna have to organize some kind of pride march for the bees.
That's actually would be very inclusive. But a lot of people don't realize this. Let me make a point. No, Unity. You're new to the chat, Unity, and now you're like Django. You're just chatting away. You're just on the show, like you're chatting away.
Sorry,
you're telling me to lose the weight already, calling me bloated. I let you make it. I let you call me bloated on my own show. I should have just kicked you off right then, but I feel bad because somebody in prison wants to make you their girlfriend and go no, right on your butthole, but I am going to let you make it. Yeah, I'm plumping up a lot, bit.
You're going to look like Bubble the Love Sponge pretty soon. You're going to have to get Botox.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look like Bubba very soon. And, I'm fighting in Tampa. Did you know that? Did you see the announcement? My fight is in Tampa.
Is Bubba going to be there?
Yeah, he's going to be there. It's going to be a huge ordeal. Probably so. We're going to have a bunch of...
Let's go.
Well, no, I have a different corner man, but he's going to be there. Oh, there's Lisa. Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna just go back to the normal stream because you guys can go ahead and watch that at your leisure whenever you want. because that's what your boy Banksy's doing for you guys. Okay, I'm getting up at fucking. I had to get up at 4 in the morning because that show starts at 4 a.m. and he gets to the panel aspects of it, or the panel segment, at 5 a.m. on a fucking Monday morning. Sunday night, Monday morning. I had to get up at 4 in the morning so I can get my shit together and get ready. That's why my voice is so croaky. If you listen to me every time I'm on the Alex Stein show, my voice is fucked up because I've just woken up like half an hour to 20 minutes before the fucking thing went live, or before he allowed people on the show. That's the kind of sacrifice I'm putting in for you fuckers. Making you guys feel guilty. Look, I'm doing it for the clout, okay? It's purely for the clout and also the jokes. It is fucking funny. But anyway, MC, back to you, my man. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, what are my thoughts? Keep doing it. Maybe you get it. I mean, you have to a little bit improve your Ali G shtick here, but it's only my concern.
Yeah, well, that's the only way. You see, the thing was, that was the only way I could get on the panel, because what I realized was there's no other way. Alex, I was a nobody to Alex, so he had a panel. He had a sort of what they call call-in show segment on and the fucked up thing was, it was just purely accidental that I came across it, because I just happened to be up at 5 a.m. on a Monday morning, and I just looked at my phone and bam, he was on. Actually, it was like 4:30, and he said, "Yeah, they're going to start a call-in show any minute." And then the call-in show started, and it was a fair bit in before I thought, "Yeah, man, I got to get on. I just got to get on there." And it just suddenly, I was inspired by calling myself Modine's best friend, because if I hadn't called myself Modine's best friend and just called myself Banksy Style, he wouldn't know who the fuck Banksy Style is. He doesn't give a shit about that. So there's no connection. But when I called myself Modine's best friend and I had to dress up like a fucking clown like Modine does, that was it. That was my foot in the door. And that, let's say the rest is history. But right now, I'm still riding off that Modine bollocks, so I'm still dressing up like Modine.
Okay, let's do it this way. Probably Alex will probably like it more if you'd be playing some sort kind of a Middle Eastern Borat kind of a guy. You get me? A Middle Eastern version of Borat that immigrated to the UK.
that is a kind of thing as well. That is a sort of thing that I'm working on. Is that sort of, every time they say something, I basically equate it to Islam and how Islam would judge it. For example, they were talking about like this guy Django was talking about, like, I don't know, hitting his wife or something. We were talking about he wasn't talking about hitting his wife. There was a video of a guy who got upset with some woman, and he kind of pushed her away with the back of his hand and he grabbed her phone. It was some fucked up shit that was going on. I don't even know who that guy is, but apparently he's some guy famous, and he was being a dick to this woman, and he pushed her away with the back of his hand. And I said that back of the hand sort of smack was kind of a pimp slap. So, and under Islamic law, as long as the woman is his wife and he's warned her twice before giving her the pimp hand, then I have to allow it. But of course, I don't know whether it all matters. It all depends on whether the woman is his wife, and he's already warned her once and then shunned her from his bed, and then he has to give her the pimp hand, because there's nothing you can do. You have to give the pimp hand. That's what Muhammad the Prophet insisted, that you warn them, you shun them from your bed, and then comes the pimp hand. It was fair warning. I actually think it's fair warning. You've given them plenty of time to, correct their ways. And if they get the pimp hand, they get the pimp hand. What can I say? You get that top G Andrew Tate hand.
Oh, you should also. Oh yes, I get it. I mean, let me do my poor imitation of a Middle Eastern accent. That it's a fresh immigrant from whatever country in the Middle East or any Islamic country. But Oh yeah, just like Brother Tate have told us, just like Muhammad would advise him to slap that filthy disobedient sow where it belongs.
That's
on the right, on the left cheek of hers.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is. Unfortunately, they say equal lefts, equal rights.
Yeah. Are you on the left or on the right side of the political spectrum?
You're on the left or the right side of history.
We will give you the both.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, but that's that the prophets allowed it, and I'm just simply following in his example. I can't. It's not my fault, really. It's mostly because I'm following in the example of the prophet. I mean, really, you can't even blame me. You can't even blame the man at this stage. It's just completely. It's out of his hands, really. I mean, if you think about it, it's just completely out of the man's hand at that point. He's warned them, and here comes the pimp hand. You didn't want to do it, but you brought it on yourself. Which is the line every wife beater has used ever.
Of course.
It's so fucked up. I mean, it's so fucked up
she was asking for it.
Exactly. I mean, it's so fucked up that we have a global religion that teaches billions of people how to be a wife beater. I mean, if people can't see the issue with that, just that alone on its own, then I don't know what the fuck to say. I don't know. I can't help you. At that stage, you're fucking beyond help. That if you're literally following an instructional manual on how to be a wife beater, fucking hell. And then they make excuses for it as well. There are half of them are like, well, some women they just need to be disciplined. They're just like, really, is that what it is? Is that what it is? Is that how it works? They just need to be fucking disciplined.
The worst thing about it is that when they mean some women, that they also have in mind some men, the men that would be allowed to discipline, but the others shouldn't be even looking at those women. Give me a break. It's the woman's choice with which kind of men and whom and what kind of a man should like to be disciplined. Typical, by the way.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy, man. But what can you do, man?
This world.
Fucking delusional.
Welcome to this world. Our parents didn't tell us. The school didn't tell us. Our education system didn't tell us. And our culture didn't tell us. We have to figure that shit out for ourselves. Some people move on and accept it. I became largely cynical and proud of it. And frankly, it's a relief to be cynical. It's a fucking relief.
I know, man. I know. It's like. I swear. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I kind of released myself of religious belief, or kind of came to the conclusion, if you like, internally that this is all bullshit. There is no heaven and hell. There is no God. This is all just crock of shit. It wasn't easy to fully digest that. It took actually some years to absorb that concept, because the biggest problem I had with it was, when my family dies, especially like my mom and people I really care about, God forbid if one of my brothers dies before I do, I don't know. I just couldn't accept the fact that I will never see them again. That's it. I will never see them ever again. Never be able to hold them, hug them, kiss them, and just tell them I love them. I can never do it. Once they're gone, that's it. That's the end. It's all gone. And it was so hard. It was so hard to come to terms with that, and to sort of accept that internally. It was really hard, man. It still is. It still is from time to time. I just mostly just ignore it. But it's still a tough pill to swallow, that one.
Well, yeah, I know, but maybe because I was trained much earlier in life to accept it. My cousin died when he was 11. Of cancer when I was basically 12, so it was a little bit easier for me. Yes, it was my first time.
Oh, dude, that's hard. That is so hard. Sorry for that.
Yeah, I know. No, it's okay. Now it was so many years ago, and frankly, it was the first such an experience, and not only this one.
Yeah.
So yes, people come, people go. It's also our fate, and frankly, I'm okay with it now.
Oh, that's yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. Of course, as time passes, you know, you kind of accept it and you kind of deal with it. But it's just so hard. I mean, religion, I have to admit, when it comes to issues of death and stuff like that, it does kind of make it easy for you. It gives you a fantasy that you can kind of lose yourself in.
For the price of not living your life.
But yeah, exactly. The price, only for the small price of owning you mind and soul. Owning your entire fucking life, dictating to you exactly how you should behave your whole fucking life. Sit down here, do prayer there, bow to this, give your money. Oh, give your money. Oh, they always fucking want your money. Oh,
that's a big thing. I know. From the church that I have escaped. It is the biggest priority probably for them. Give me your money.
Money.
Give me your...
God can do anything, except he can't figure out how to give these fuckers money.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would be believing in God, probably. No, I would have much more respect because, like, frankly, I don't care if he exists or not. By the behavior of the so-called God, I can think one thing: either way, he doesn't exist, or he just doesn't care about us at all, which is fine with me. I want him not to care, because if he does, then Banksy, we don't want to end up in that place if he does care.
It is true. I mean, our real best hope is that it doesn't exist, and we just go into nothingness. And if it does exist, he just doesn't give a shit. Those are pretty decent options. But on this roulette table that we call, you know, the what's it called? The gambler's sort of argument for God. It's Pascal's wager. You know, it's the Pascal's wager sort of roulette wheel. The gambler's edition of God belief is because Pascal, you know Pascal's wager, right? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you just roll that dice and you hope you pick the right religion, first of all, the right God, and you've done the right amount of prayers and ass kissing throughout your lifetime to that one God that you don't even know if it's the right one. I mean, for all you know, it's fucking Vishnu up there, or fucking Ra, or Zeus, or Thor, and you're screwed because you've been sticking your ass up in the air and bowing down to fucking Allah for the best part of your life. So yeah, that's the other thing as well. And
speaking of Allah,
yeah, if I'm in heaven, if I'm dead and there's like this purgatory or whatever the hell it is, and then we all find out that it's fucking the Mormon God or some shit, I'm just going to laugh my ass off when I'm watching the Muslims get fucked over. Because at least I had a couple of drinks. At least I enjoyed bacon. These cunts are going to the same place as I am, and they fucking avoided all of that shit too. It's like we're all in the same bullshit pond.
You'll be telling them probably, was it really worth it? Never to eat bacon.
Exactly.
Was it really worth it never to drink?
Exactly. You never had a stripper grind on you, and now you're in the same bullshit as I am. We're both headed to the same place. How much of a prick do you feel?
And you can tell those that never emigrated from the Middle East or wherever they were. Was it worth it?
But
was
the thing
it worth it to penetrate this goat or this sheep? Maybe you're going because of that sheep or the goat.
Well, actually, if they penetrated the goat or the sheep, they'd probably end up in hell anyway, even if Allah is the God, because I'm pretty sure he's not particularly fond of goat fuckers. But one thing I will say, it doesn't even matter if it's either, because only one of these lot is right. So the Christians, if the Muslims are right, the Christians and the Jews are fucked, and everyone else is fucked. If the Christians are right, the Muslims and the Jews are fucked. If the Jews are right, the Christians and the Muslims are fucked. And then that's out of these three. Then if we got the Indians, if they're right, we're fucked. and so on and so forth. So it doesn't really matter as an atheist if there is this afterlife and you are clearly going to hell anyway. You're going to be accompanied by minimum one of the two out of three of those Abrahamic religions, and all the Buddhists and the Hindus and all the rest of the fucking trimmings. So you're still going to have plenty of people to laugh at, because you're going to be like, I didn't act like a cunt my whole life in the real world. I just behaved and lived my life the way I wanted. And I'm in the same place as you fuckers who did all that shit that you were supposed to do in whatever prospective religion. So I'll still have plenty of people to fucking laugh my ass off for at least a millennia or two. I'll still be laughing at you religious cunts, even if I'm in hell, because only one of you will make it and the rest of you will be with me.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm sorry to tell you, but if the Hindus are right, we will be struggling multiple times before we finally incarnate to something unincarnable.
That is true.
Same with the Buddhists, by the way.
And also if the Buddhists as well, you'll be reincarnated because you're not going to make it to Nirvana. I mean, I'm not going to fucking reach enlightenment, am I?
To be honest, then I prefer Buddhism at times or Hinduism, because this life that I have right now, I mean, that I had especially during my younger years, holy shit! I want to be rewind and repeat it in a little bit different way. To be honest, especially my youth.
Yeah, but I mean, this was one more thing. I overall. Oh, sorry. Bear with me. Yeah, I mean, I still hold that picking the atheist option is still the better option than all these other religions, because, like I said, only one of them is going to be right, and the rest are still going to hell with you. So you're going to have plenty of company. You're fine. You're gonna have, and all the fun people are in hell anyway. All the strippers, all the prostitutes, the drug dealers, the crazy masochists, those who went into fucking giant orgies, all the lap dancers, the cabaret dancers, probably most actors. So really, most of the people that are really just good fun and are bound to have, rock stars, Ozzy Osbourne, AC/DC, all the great bands are going to be in fucking hell. Mostly rappers. I'm sure all the rappers are there. So really, what the fuck are we going to heaven for?
Comedians.
Sorry, I think I hate it here. Simon, you're saying Brian Hell is on the door. Oh, on the door of hell or heaven? So yeah. I said generally, no one's made heaven even attractive to me. Mostly hell sounds like a far, far better place.
Oh yeah, eternal fire. But I just wonder about one thing. Well, I met Robert Oppenheimer there. That's another thing. Now.
Yes. Maybe not. I don't know.
I want him to teach me how to build a bomb in that fire.
Yeah, but what's the point of building a nuclear weapon in hell? I'm not entirely sure whether that would really make any difference.
Well, we would make it even hotter, because the temperature of fire is maximum, a few thousand degrees, maybe 6,000, depending on the color of it.
Yeah,
a nuclear bomb is like, in its initial stage, is like 100 million in one moment.
Oh, but you got to realize this is hellfire. This isn't just regular fire. This will be like as hot as the sun. So, we're talking like nuclear fusion level. Dream. Yeah. So exactly. So it's not going to be like regular fire. This is like, otherworldly fire.
Well, then I'm not afraid, to be honest. If that's the case, then my nerves will feel nothing.
Exactly.
From the pain.
But the fucked up thing is, what nerves Your body is on Earth. What the fuck? What do these people think? This is what I mean when people don't think shit through. Like, are you going to have a body in the afterlife? Because from what I understand, you fuckers, the religious people constantly talk about, oh, your soul leaves your body. Well, my soul, I don't know if my soul has a nervous system. I don't know about you, but I've never met a soul that has a nervous system. So what the fuck are you talking about when they say?
I wonder how ectoplasm reacts with a nuclear fire.
Exactly. Exactly. Do you even feel pain? Because only human beings in their mortal bodies feel pain. What the fuck? This is what I mean. These guys, they don't think shit through. They don't really start to, because what they've done is they've anthropomorphized the afterlife. So they basically think that the afterlife is going to be the same as this life.
Also, I don't. Well, they were burned by a regular fire from some arson or whatever, some campfire. They had campfires there, and then they thought, oh, it'll be just like that. Nah, sorry, a nuclear fire doesn't give you even time to feel that stuff.
Of course, people, in this is just Hiroshima and Nagasaki. People were vaporized where they stood. Their scorch marks were on the buildings, on the places that were left standing, walls or whatever that was left standing. Yeah. Their body was vaporized, and it just left the imprint of where they were. That's how quick that shit was. I mean, in all honesty, they were far better off than those who survived the blast, and then they had to suffer with all the radiation and the radiation poisoning and all that shit. That's a far worse death, but dying of radiation poisoning slowly.
If they would describe to me a radiation acute disease in hell that lasts forever, then I would be afraid.
Yeah, that would actually be some fucked up shit. Whilst being vaporized is actually instant. You don't even. They probably didn't even see it coming. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But again, as I said, these guys, they don't think shit through. They really don't. Like I was listening to a mullah once talk about how ice cream in heaven and how it would taste, and he was like, "Oh, it tastes 1,000 times better than any ice cream you've ever had, and it's like 1,000 flavors in one ice cream. So every lick is a different flavor of ice cream, and it's never ending, and it will last forever. It never finishes. Like, what kind of nightmarish ice cream is that? I don't want to fucking eat ice cream forever."
me either. I will not time. I will not have time to devour it. And by the way, is there a giant toilet bowl in heaven that I can use in the same time that I will eat that ice cream?
Do we need toilets in heaven though? Because I mean, are we really going to need to take a shit? Do we have a body with an intestine and an internal system? Well, I don't know. I don't think we do.
Okay, unless it's a Russian or an Indian heaven, then probably there are no toilets there. I can think of that. But
you just shit wherever you want, and it just magically disappears. That's true. It's magic.
That would be the Indian part, probably. Yeah. The Russian one is like they are going for the hunt for the toilets, probably. That's their heaven. For the eternal hunt for the toilets.
Oh, nasty.
In occupied territories.
Nasty. Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if you. I don't even know if you. Yeah. I mean, toilet facilities. How are the showers, the spa? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, is it like a 5-star resort? At least according to the Muslims, it is. According to the Muslims, you get everybody gets a mansion with the houris and the boys of perpetual whiteness serving you grapes. Angel Moon. And deeds that are passed on through the people we meet and the children we bear. Oh, I'm sorry, I think she's written. Oh, okay. There's two different things. It's the arrogance of humans that they cannot accept. We die and that's it. Without understanding, we live on through our words and deeds and deeds that are passed on through the people we meet and the children we bear. Yes, exactly, Miss Moon. That is our only known path to immortality. Just like Bruce Lee said once, if you wish to be immortal, first live a life worth remembering. So, what's the dirt on Zebeda? I don't know. I haven't explored the little chubby thoughts adventures recently. All I know is she got some clout on TikTok. She's doing very well on TikTok. She's given up on YouTube because YouTube is just not happening, and it's a very sluggish grind. Whilst TikTok, apparently they've gained a lot of success through TikTok. She's doing some podcasts, and Modine is fucking proper celebrity now. He's got like 170, 200,000 followers on TikTok. So yeah, Modine is shot up like crazy on TikTok. I know he's doing very well, and I'll be honest, I thank him, because if it wasn't for him, I would have never been able to talk to Alex Stein. I owe Modine that. Did you, MC? Did you see the video where I talked about where Alex told me Modine had wrote him a letter?
No, unfortunately not this one, but I maybe when I have time, then I will watch it.
All right, don't worry. I'll tell you. What happened was, after the first time I went on the Alex Stein show and I talked to, I said I'm Modine's best friend and all that shit. Modine obviously saw the video, or someone sent it to him, and he wrote Alex a letter, an email saying, I saw this guy who calls himself my best friend. He's not my best friend. Don't have him on the show. He's just a weirdo clout chaser. The funny thing is, that made it even funnier, and Alex was even more impressed.
Oh shit! Like I mean, like Alex Stein would be having something against another clout chaser. Oh,
well,
fuck off, Modine.
Exactly. It's like Modine himself is a proper clout chaser, running around with the boxing and trying to get in, trying to threaten Jake Paul and get attacked by Logan Paul's bouncer and all that shit. Of course, he did all of that for clout. He ran after frigging poor John Cena, and then ended up exposing him having an affair in London with some blonde woman. Yeah, did you see that? Did you know about that? That Modine exposed John Cena's affair in London because he was sitting in a hotel waiting for John Cena to come so he can record him again. And John Cena walked in with some blonde bird, which wasn't his wife, and went up to his hotel room. and I believe some shit hit the fan because of that video. So inadvertently, Modine's clout chasing fucked John Cena over by exposing this blonde woman that he went in the lift with.
What can I say? Frankly, I really will not condemn Modine for doing that. I don't care if John Cena was exposed. Well, guess what? You are cheating, and you are a famous person. You had to take into account that your life is much more interesting to all the other people than some random regular dudes. So yeah, it will happen.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I just want to say to the chat, yes. I mean, the whole point of me getting to Alex Stein was to show him the video of Mona Moon talking about him actually using dildos on himself. Modine, he bought the dildos. So I've actually made that into a YouTube short, and I sent that to Alex as a short, as just a cut segment, because that's all I wanted anyway. My entire goal was to get Alex Stein to see that video, to take the piss and expose Modine, especially for the fact that he beat the shit out of his wife. I wanted that to be exposed more than anything. I wanted Modine to be exposed for that. Now, unfortunately, I don't have enough clout on TikTok to try and get that thing going viral on TikTok, but I'm hoping someone else will pick it up and run with it. There is actually a channel, funnily enough, who doesn't like Modine on YouTube, called a Daily Dose of Modine. there's a YouTube channel called The Daily Dose of Modine that has only like 1,000 or so subscribers. So yeah, guys, go over and check it out. And because he posts crazy bullshit Modine does all the time. So if you want to keep up with the Modine antics, Crazy Dose of Modine, A Daily Dose of Modine, that channel will post a bunch of stuff from Modine. And he's got my video on there. He's got my interview with Mona Moon on his channel. Yeah, so he's actually posted my video on there as well. And I actually wrote underneath it comment. I said, this video is great. Whoever recorded this was fantastic.
Wow.
But yeah, so yeah, go to Daily Dose of Modine. Great channel.
Holy shit! You have told me so much material for stand up to write down. Wow! Now I want to hear that.
Oh, dude! Oh, that reminds me. Of I've been writing a bit for a hypothetical stand up that I may or may not one day do. But it's I've actually started. Yeah, where is it? I wrote this little segment for myself just to keep my brain active. Yeah, I wrote this this sort of sketch, or either a sketch or just a comedy stand-up bit about the sex robot call center. Because, like, if your sex robot basically breaks down and clamps around your dick whilst she's giving you a blowjob, and she has some kind of like MS-DOS blue screen crash, who are you gonna call? You're gonna have to call a call center, probably some Indian guy, trying to get you to hold Control Alt Delete to try to get the woman to unclamp her unclamp her mouth from around your penis.
Unless then I'm sorry, but let's be real here. In this case, there is a high possibility that unless you know good Urdu or Hindi, you may end up castrated if you don't.
Exactly. But I mean, that's exactly what I wrote. It's like, the guy calls up and an Indian voice, answers, "Hello, hello there. This is a sex robot support center. My name is James. How may I help you?" James. Okay, James. What the fuck? Okay, whatever, man. Look, I got one of your sex robots, and she was performing something on me, and it crashed. And it's now clamped around my, thing. What do I do? Oh, hello. Oh, don't worry, sir. This is perfectly fine. This happens all the time. Please, could you please just perform the actions that I'm telling you to? Just hold the index finger and the thumb and squeeze them, and then twist the left nipple. Now, sir, this is very important. Twist the left nipple, not the right nipple, counterclockwise twice. If you do the right nipple, it will clamp down harder, and sir, that would be very bad. So yes, twist the left nipple twice, hold the thumb and index finger, and this should release the jaws. And the guy's like, I did that. It did nothing. What do I do now? Okay. Now, please press the nose and slap the right butt cheek firmly. Just squeeze the nose and slap the left butt cheek firmly, please. Did that release the jaw? So yeah, that was so far what I wrote about that particular little bit. I have another bit about a trans vampire, but that's a whole other sketch that I'm thinking about.
Well, the guy should respond to James. That is probably his real name.
James.
His real name is probably Jagjeet, but
yeah, but that's how they do it. They go, "Hello, good evening, welcome to the sex robot call center help desk. My name is James." James,
and
really,
and if
James?
And if I'll be that British person or the American, I'll be saying probably things like, if I'll be British, I'll be saying things like that. I can't believe that your people invented Kama Sutra. After all of that.
But yeah, this is sorry. Noah say, what the hell are you reading? This is shit. I wrote this shit. This is a Banksy original. I wrote this shit after I was
okay. So now I know not to steal your joke. By the way, now I know it's yours. So I have to think about something else.
This podcast, this show itself is a record of my originality.
Right.
This was an original. Although I'm not sure whether it's an original because I've never heard anyone else talk about the future sex robot help desk. So I'm thinking this is still original. I wasn't paying attention.
Anyway, great relief. I mean, especially in the beginning, great fucking relief when you're saying, well, sir, it happens very often and
yes.
all the time. Oh shit!
Because let's be honest, those first generation of sex dolls, you know they're gonna crash halfway through fellatio. They are most definitely gonna crash whilst they're giving you some kind of oral or hand job or something, and then bam.
So let's put it this way: there will be a lot of orally removed genital accidents, as they would probably call it.
Yes. I mean,
or vagina clamping accidents when they will be too tight for this moment.
Well, exactly. I mean, you're gonna end up with some kind of fucking T-800 Terminator clamped around your dick, and now you're gonna have to call the call center to try and get them to reboot the fucking thing to release your knob. That's it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. I can't see any other scenario.
Anyway, half of the things are going now on me, to be honest, because I figured out the Jagjit, by the way. I knew that guy cannot be called James. No fucking way.
Precisely. Now you're talking to Jamos.
James.
Jadwinder. You're gonna have to fucking discuss this with Jadwinder in Pune to try and get.
If I'll be going to that call center and some Indian guy would be calling himself James, I'll be probably trolling. Immediately would have to go to trolling and saying, "Okay, Jagjit, tell me what's the problem."
How do I unclamp this bitch from my dick?
Yeah, people invented the Kama Sutra. Do something.
Exactly. Where's the Control-Alt-Delete on this fucking thing? No. What happens is you squeeze the nipple and slap her in the ass, and then it pops up with "Please enter your secret password." Oh fuck! What was it my mother's maiden name? How do I reset the password on this bitch?
Okay, and imagine if there would be random passwords like.
Well, yeah, it's a randomly generated computer generated.
Yolinga in Kalinga.
It's a randomly generated computer password, so it's like fucking 15 letters long. Oh,
Banksy,
I'm telling you, man.
That's why I prefer still females made out of flesh, bones, blood, and meat, because at least I don't have to worry about vagina clamping genitals removal operation that I don't want, don't please. Or we didn't mention another thing, like turning your unit into a beaver's tail, but when you like to get in between the boobs action, it can happen too.
Yeah, Yeah, man. That's
because probably if they will be made in China, they will be made by of some cheap materials that maybe not too soft.
I know. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's the problem. You know, if you get the low model sex robots, you're bound to get a lot of crashes.
Oh yeah, and literally the prototypes will be a killer.
Yeah, and I mean, unless you get the super deluxe sort of high end ones, with the extra soft silicon lips. You're gonna end up with those really harsh, bristly lips. they feel like a scourer that you use to clean your plates with.
Or at least like a tiger's tongue.
Like a tiger's tongue. Oh.
Have you seen one?
Yeah, well, it's like I guess it's. I mean, I'm assuming they're like a cat's tongue, right? They're very bristly, because cats have got the same sort of tongue. They're like brushes.
Yeah, on steroids too.
Yeah.
Larger and even more on steroids.
I can imagine.
Anyway, you have to forgive me because probably I have manipulated you into creating my own jokes towards your own shtick now.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good, man. We're just adding to the general bit. Just keep expanding on the theme.
Yeah, because frankly, I was also interested in making some sex robot stand-up shtick about it. What are we gonna do?
Exactly.
When finally the Ukrainian chicks and others will go more west, go back to the old ways or go futuristic cyber ways.
Exactly.
My fellow Poles.
Exactly. It's it's either you got to have to deal with because yeah, I mean, you guys are going to be short on women unless they all come back, which there isn't a guarantee. So sorry, no, we talk about Ukraine. Sorry, no, you guys actually got in Poland. You have an excess of women. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, we have a time of our life right now.
Yeah, you guys, dude, you must be fucking like a king. You must be just Ukrainian, just dripping off you. You got Ukrainian pussy just falling out of your pockets. You just you just must be dripping. Oh shit. He dropped off. Must have said something about Ukraine. I think he lost the connection. But yeah, man, these Polish guys must be fucking dripping with pussy right now. Just Ukrainian pussy left, right, and center. And some of these Ukrainian women are gorgeous. These Eastern European birds. Okay, he's back. What happened, dude? Did Russia bump you off? Were they monitoring your shit? You made one too many Russian joke, and Putin came for you.
No, but I hear the fighter jets going to the border, so. No. Unfortunately, my internet became for one moment crappy, but it got back on its track. So yeah.
Nice.
I mean, Banksy, mail order brides and passport bros in Poland also exist right now. So we have the entire set of ways.
Really? But come on, you must be dripping with Ukrainian pussy now. Right now, you just literally like walk out and just get showered with just pussy, just everywhere.
It's so funny, Banksy. I have such a schadenfreude. It's so amazingly funny now because the same woman at times that were telling certain men here, oh, but what kind of a woman would want you? What kind? Nah, if it wasn't
they're
for
all
us.
dying.
And we are like now. And we are like now seeing the same woman bitching about it and behaving like gardener's dogs. They wouldn't touch those men, they wouldn't want those men, but they don't want those men to be happy too with somebody else. I'm like,
that's amazing.
I'm glad that I never married in this country, and I'm glad that I never married anywhere else.
Oh my God. Oh, that is amazing. That you're right. I guess the Polish women, the ones who wouldn't give you the time of day, suddenly they're grabbing onto you when a Ukrainian woman comes towards you. He's one of us. He's one of our men. Fuck off. You can't have him.
Yeah, and I love the Schadenfreude. I love the Schadenfreude.
I can imagine. It must be glorious.
Yeah, it is. And the gardener's dog behavior, nothing puts me off like that in anybody, frankly. I don't care if you're a woman or a man. Yeah, that's because, a gardener's dog is keeping an eye on all the vegetables growing, but he will not eat it, but he will not give it away to anybody else too.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm calling them this way.
Yes.
They are like the gardener's dog.
Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. I had no idea.
It's so funny. It's so amazing.
Is there a lot of Hungarian women then? Is the population quite large?
Listen, wherever I'm going, I hear Ukrainian. And what other place? I haven't yet been in one place, at least in my little city that I am now, without one Ukrainian woman at least.
Bloody hell. That's great. The thing is, this is the most fucked up thing. Now, in Britain, we're getting some of the Ukrainians, come over, but not really that many. Most of the fucking refugees are on fucking boats, and they're men, like just fucking men from North Africa, from fucking Syria, Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan. They're just fucking blokes. We're just getting all the fucking blokes. You're walking around dripping with fucking pussy. We get blokes. You just get fucking blokes all the time. Every ship I see, every boat I see is just full of fucking men. Like, son of a bitch. What is this bullshit? Send them back to Poland. Send them to Poland and import some of the Ukrainian women. Yeah, but the thing is, you guys have got that shit locked down.
Banksy, I didn't thought you were going to wish me so bad to send them all here. I mean, I know you cannot say it on YouTube, but you can say, let those men have some accidents with their boats. I mean, YouTube wouldn't register it as something bad. You wishing them to.
No, look. I'm just looking out for you guys, because obviously, like you said, the Polish women are scared. They're a bit worried that there's too many good-looking Ukrainian women there. So I'm just giving the Polish. I'm actually thinking about the Polish women. I'm actually concerned for the Polish women, and I want some of those gorgeous Ukrainian women to be imported into Britain. And we will send you some Somalis, some Albanians, some Iranians, some Syrians. I'm happy to send you some of that lot just to even it out for you. Really, I'm just worried about you guys and the Polish women. So it's done out of concern. It's done out of love. So send us some of those gorgeous fucking, only the good looking Ukrainian women though. Don't send me any of that fucking old fucking battle axe types. just anyway, the young good looking ones. Anything above 20, between something. 20 and 35. That's the range we're talking about.
Oh, the range. Anyway. Speaking of Polish women and their concern, well, boo-hoo-hoo. When I was a youngster, when I was in Britain, when I was on the immigration, trust me, you have no idea how it is to be an immigrant man to a richer country, especially when you have your own woman treating you later like you would be the immigrant and they will be the native at times. You know, they are like the perfect little Britain woman without being British at times.
I'm with you.
Sometimes just because they are marrying into you guys, they feel like they already can treat us like some first generation immigrants.
Seriously.
When they were the second one.
That quickly they flip. They flip on you that quickly.
At times. They pretend that they don't know any Polish, that they don't know you at times, and I'm like, okay, bitch. One day you will need help from me. I remember that. Many of them behaved like that. Then I will remember
the shit you did to us.
Many of them behaved like this. So now let them cry somewhere else, and the borders are open. They can go to the entire fucking Western Europe for the men if they are so pleased.
Oh, that's crazy. That's great. Actually, Angel Moon just wrote, and I'll be honest, I'm sorry, guys. I miss a lot of the text, so I apologize if I'm not really keeping up with the side chat here. But Angel, if you want me to pay attention, write my at my name, Banksy Star Live. That way, at least.
Anyway, I have to tell you that. You know, the Far East Asian men, for their self-hating women, have a very funny name, actually. describing them. They call them the loos. I'm like, did you know British English or something? Because loo means toilet, by the way, in British English.
The loos, yeah, loo is toilet.
So I was thinking, so you are assuming that the women are so full of shit that you have to brilliantly name them as a toilet just in British English, because it's basically an American.
Holy shit.
Like literally holy shit. Or full of shit in this case.
Angel Moon writes, the Ukrainians coming to Ireland are either Indian or African. I didn't realize Ukraine was such a diverse country. Yes,
well,
it's amazing.
It was, but there were no blacks for sure, or no Indians.
Unless
you not. The gypsies.
But there were some Indian students that were trying to leave. I saw a video. I saw like a news clip where there were some Indian students who were trying to get out of Ukraine because they were there university.
Well, speaking of Indians and speaking of the treatment of Indians there, I would have mixed feelings with that, because Indians sometimes when they're going abroad are too much and too happy to say out loud their preference and their love for Russia because of the 1970s in the Cold War. They basically were helped by the Soviet Union, and sometimes they don't know that in those countries like Ukraine, like my own, this is very much frowned upon, and it can even give you social not anxiety,
anxiety,
social
ostracism,
social ostracism basically.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Being too pro-Russian, in Poland how it can, and in Ukraine too, and in many of those countries, Indians are quite pro-Russian, and they shouldn't be treated this way. But you would understand it can happen.
I'm with you.
If you are going to a country that, and it's frankly it's annoying from them, because they are bitching about the British Empire, but they have no problem in another empire conquering another nation and making it once again its colony or puppet state or province.
Interesting.
No, I had sharp conversations and frankly spicy ones, telling them, well, if you, because they also wish that we will return back to the Russian sphere of influence. So I told them, well, and I wish you Bengali diet served by Churchill once again.
I'm with you. Actually, MC, there is something I wanted to cover tonight, although it's kind of the story's getting a bit old now. Do you remember the story of this woman who had a brick thrown in her face? Do you ever recall a story like that? No? Okay.
I will search for that.
I tell you what, I'm going to play a little clip and watch the stream, because unfortunately you're not going to be able to watch it on the StreamYard. So I'll just watch the stream, because I won't bother sharing it on the regular StreamYard. It's pointless. But the story is this. I'm going to just preface it for those who don't know, or anyone in the chat who may not have caught up with this. This woman, she's like a TikTok influencer type, or she does pranks and antics on TikTok. And according to her, when she did a live stream, and I'm going to play this clip now. This is from someone else who was responding to the video, but I'm just going to use that for the clips. She some guy asked her for a number. She said no. This is according to her story. She said no, and the guy threw a brick to her face. And this is in America. But in subsequent interviews and subsequent sort of research, people found that no, she's a bit of a sort of sassy girl, shall we say. And she's already got like a lot of other people where she slapped some guy and berated some old man, and she basically does controversial type shit in order to get clicks on TikTok. And so she wasn't completely innocent, if you like, and the story wasn't as innocent as she made out, that the guy just asked her for a number, she said no, and he just threw a brick at her face. She gave the guy a lot of shit. And so that's the basic story. And now I'm going to play the video. So if you want to watch it on the stream, and that way there might be a 10-second delay, but don't worry. And then we'll get back to this.
In my life to deserve this. I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody.
Like a second before she was on the internet going, I never did anything to deserve this. And then fucking the next clip, she's slapping a dude in the face and doing some kind of twerk.
Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, what you gonna do? And I told all these men, like, yo, why this man got a brick on my face?
I mean,
and
the guy listened to her. He kept
brick.
his hands to himself. I mean, he just used a brick.
Sorry, hold on. MC, just
without touching her with any hands.
Just hold on a second because the audience are going to be listening to this, and then I'll call you in when we're ready. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Does nothing, and he hits me in my face, and then they all just watch, and they let that get in the corner.
Yes, she did get hit by a brick. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was standing by doing nothing. And if that shit happened again in the same circumstances, I will watch. Because she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. She was taunting the guy. She was calling him all type of names. She was degrading him to a point where he resulted in picking up a brick and hitting him.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
I don't condone that type of behavior, but once again, she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. I remember a while back, she's posting videos going around in public, literally smacking old white people in the face. For what? And now you get hit by a brick, and now you want to cry wolf? And I don't care. You wanted trouble, you got trouble. That's why I'll still buy and watch.
Because men are not providers and protectors, not innately, because they only protect what they possess. But we protect everybody, and we provide, baby, okay? And don't forget, before there was feminism, it was lesbians who were living those lives without worried about niggas. Like, they were not worried about niggas. They were decentering men. So before there was feminism, there were lesbians. Hey, excuse me, thank you.
God damn. Yo, you see the side of her face, bro? She gotta have a fucking... like a jaw fracture, like a close.
Anyway, yeah, okay, MC, get in on this, my man. Get in on this. So yeah, I don't know if it's still finishing for you. So just I'll give you a few minutes. But yeah, so for the chat, generally, this is what I've been saying, man. I said it on Veli's last night or the night before. I don't know. I said it. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. That's what happens. You fuck around, motherfucker's gonna put a brick in your head. That's why we, as men, have learned many, many moons ago, you gotta be careful who you're gonna fuck around with. You always size the guy up and go, if this motherfucker tries to take me down, can I choke his fucking ass out? Can I take him and ground and pound him? What can I do to make sure that this cunt won't kill me? So yeah, we usually, as men, I mean, I don't know about other men, but for me, it's almost instinctual. I'm immediately sizing the fucker up. If there's a situation occurring, I'm sizing every man up to see which ones I can take and which ones are gonna give me a lot of fucking problems. So that's how we are as men.
And where to run from? When to run from?
Of course, that's the number one thing. I'm looking for fucking exit stage left. I'm immediately looking for exit stage left. I'm looking at if it's a club, where the bouncer's at. Where's this? Where's that? If it's a street situation, are there police around? I'm looking for all of that shit. I'm places that I could jump into, like a shop. Or somewhere where it might be safe so we can get the fuck away from these fucking people. I'm assessing all of that shit all the time. It's like people don't realize, at least, I don't know, I think some women and some men even are so oblivious to dangers around them. They are walking around in this dream-like state, like as if the world is just a safe and fuzzy place. No, the world isn't filled with rainbows and fucking unicorns. It's filled with malevolent creatures who wish to crush you and destroy you and turn your fucking life into a living hell. There are people out there who are fucking crazy.
That's why the most important book that I always read was something about evolutionary biology first, then put it to human relations, and then think about the silly laws, customs, culture, principles, and morals that we have invented for ourselves that actually don't work much, half of the time at least, if not most of the times.
Exactly. So no, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, and these women. They got away. You see, the problem is women have got away with this kind of bullshit for too long. They've been acting the fool. This girl has done it to multiple different guys. They didn't really react. They didn't do anything bad. They were gentlemen. They were civilized people until she met a slightly uncivilized guy, a guy who wasn't gonna just simply sit back and take that shit. And then bam, bitch gets a brick to the face and then starts crying about it. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. No one helped me.
And later, probably in a few months, she may be talk with this guy, and they may be together with themselves.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's why and that's why I hate all the raising and all that gentleman shtick. To be honest, that I was raising, because I feel like they would raise me for weakness. And the females, they're like thinking with their reptilian brain, think this guy is weak because, I mean, they want to be punched, but because you don't punch them, it's like deep down inside they think, what a fucking weakling, what a pushover, what a wuss.
Yeah. I mean, but the messed up thing is that a woman like that, unless this sort of scenario happens, she doesn't learn. She doesn't have any. You can tell her, don't do this. So I'm sure her friends and many other people in her life have told her, be careful, this kind of antic could get you into some hot shit. And clearly she's ignored them all. But I tell you what though, she won't fucking forget this night. The next time she walks up to some guy and starts being all sassy and giving him shit, she'll remember that this could be another crazy fucker that's gonna look for a brick. This could be another bricky motherfucker. Am I approaching another bricky? Because
but anyway, when I was younger, I was laughing about all those folkish plebeian proverbs that I heard in the Polish villages when some drunken men have said that if you ain't gonna make from punches your woman bloat, then her liver will be rotten and she will only gloat. What they meant probably is that she may instinctively think of you as some kind of a weakling that she can jerk around here and there, and she will not have any respect. And no, I'm not advocating to hit any of the women there, but they are out of touch, and those rules were made to protect them, not so they can abuse them against us later on, because they think we are beneath them or not on their level or not on their social status, whatever they think of themselves.
This is what I mean. This is why, like, it was like when you see her video, she's talking about, oh, men have never been protectors and providers. Men only provide and protect for those that they own. First of all, yes, men only protect the people that they fucking love. They're not gonna protect and put their lives on the line for some random fucking slapper that's going around the streets acting the fool. So no, men have never been that fucking chivalrous. Even back in the day, I don't think men were that chivalrous to put their lives on the line for some rando woman. They were, they're gonna protect those who they love. Now, by extension, with their attempts at protecting the people they love, you happen to be protected as well. Then that's just a byproduct, not their goal. That's not who they are. They're not going out to war to fight for your dumbass. They're going to war to fight for their mothers and sisters and wives. That's who they're going to fucking fight in wars for. But you just happen to get that benefit as a byproduct of their efforts. But nevertheless, she's talking about, but women, we protect everyone. Lesbians protected everyone. We always, there you go, bitch. There you go. Now, world arrogance meet brick. when arrogance and brick come together, you very quickly realize, no, you needed a man to protect your dumbass. There were no lesbians there. Why weren't you complaining about the lesbians stepping in? She was complaining about the men not stepping in. How about the lesbians? Weren't there no lesbians nearby to come and protect your ass? No Amazonians out there? Where the fuck was Wonder Woman? Maybe she should have come over and protected your dumbass. Or maybe you shouldn't have acted the fucking fool and started behaving badly and swearing at the man and degrading the man until he got so fucking worked up. The idiot picked up a brick. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been saying it before, and I'll say it again. Of course, it's wrong. The guy's actions were he overreacted, certainly. But you can't gauge how a person is going to react to being insulted or to being, to have some physical alteration or something done to them. You just can't. You can't walk around walk around the world expecting people to behave the way you want them to behave. You have to be ready to expect the unexpected, to have people do incredibly unpredictable things in front of you. So, yeah, picking up a brick and throwing it at your dumbass, that was a overreaction, but you're gonna have to. You should have expected a reaction. You shouldn't have been fool enough to think that there'll be no reaction. But what reaction that's gonna show up as? Well, in this case, that reaction was a fucking brick.
Anyway, and in a way, to me, it's still funny, to be honest, because the guy didn't raise his hand even on her. We have to give that to him. Yeah. He raised a brick on her.
He didn't give her the dignity of punching her in the face. He just threw a brick.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't hit her. He just threw a brick at her. That's a different story. That's it. People said that we shouldn't be hitting, we shouldn't be hitting a woman. They didn't say nothing about bricks and throwing her.
That is true. They say never put your hand on a woman. They never said don't put a brick on a woman.
Yeah, they forgot about that. Boo-hoo-hoo.
Exactly. They said, they always say there's never a good time to hit a woman, but they never said there's never a good time to throw a brick at a woman.
I mean, Banksy, imagine in court, when a judge would say, why did you raise your hand on that woman? And he would be, I didn't raise her hand. I didn't raise my hand on her. I threw a brick at her. Your Honor, please.
My hand was
stick to the facts.
My hand was actually an underarm throw. It wasn't even an overarm throw, so my hand wasn't even that high. There was hardly anything raised.
So I underarm my hand on a woman, not even raised.
Exactly. So yeah. I mean, but of course, I'm gonna reiterate this a million times, and I said it on Vellies as well. Of course, it's an overreaction, but she should have been prepared for a reaction, and now she's gonna be a lot more careful. This is going to make that woman a better person. I hope if she's got enough self-reflection, that is. If she's got enough way about herself, if that fucking sting of that brick is going to be felt on her cheek for many more months to come. So hopefully, yes, she will have enough insight to change her behavior.
Well, a massive asteroid have changed the planet forever. So this brick was a massive asteroid on her face, the planet.
Yes, this was a planetary effect on her face.
Yeah, I mean it was her retardation extinction event. Maybe.
Let's hope. We can only hope that this was a retardation extinction event, extinction rebellion. Just Stop Bricks. We need a new environmental protest group called Just Stop Bricks. Oh God, idiots!
For this kind of a woman, I would start a counter protest. Free the bricks.
Free the bricks. Brick lives matter.
Yeah.
Christ. Pink Floyd, exactly. Another brick in the wall. Oh, Roman, you are on. Roman is fucking shit hot tonight. Another brick in the wall.
And it will sound like this. All in all, you just have been hit by another brick in the wall.
Hey, slapper, leave that man alone. Oh man!
Unless you want the brick on the head, you may never stand up from your bed.
Oh my god! But yeah, this is the problem these days. Everybody's out chasing clout, chasing the next viral video. They just want to go viral. And in a weird way, by the way, this has helped her. You know, her channels, I guarantee you, her TikTok has probably... Oh, no. Apparently TikTok banned her. After this became famous and then they saw the videos on her channel and the way she behaves, they banned her TikTok. So in a weird way, although this would have helped her grow her channel, it has killed her channel because the shit that she had on her channel was so bad that TikTok banned that channel. But the problem is she's still going to go viral. I think she posted this on Instagram. I don't know if her Instagram has been banned or not, but she's still going to get views and followers and subscribers out of this. That's the fucked up thing about this, is that this is still going to help her in her social media career efforts, because this is everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's there's a whole host of people who are doing shows just devoted to that fucking thing. I just did a little segment of my show for this. People have done 3-hour shows about this bullshit. Veli, I think, did like a 2-3 hour, maybe more, 4-5 hour show just talking about this stupid woman. So that's how it is, man.
And there'll be probably extraterrestrial heavy feminists talking with her about there is no reason to throw a big brick against a woman. There is absolutely no reason to throw a brick against a woman. Yeah, I can imagine future comedians having other lines for that. No, let's throw a fucking pyramid block on her next if she doesn't like the brick, I think.
Exactly. Sorry, guys. I just need to...
Oh, the poor...
Sorry. Yeah, man. It's crazy. So yeah, that was like a little viral thing that's going around these days. But
no, if people will demand from me some kind of unjustified automatic empathy for anybody or anything, I'm like, nah, this thing cost today. Sorry, but the prices have gone up. It's inflation time. MC ADHD's empathy prices have rise sky high.
Exactly. Prices, it's too expensive now to have empathy. Dude,
actually, to have it.
Yeah, dude, it's 12 o'clock. I was planning to end this at 12. It's 10 past. I'm gonna just run this one more little comedy thing afterwards, but I'm gonna drop off this panel. Have a great night, MC. Thank you again for coming, and thank you for
good night.
Scientific method. Yeah, dude, have a good one. I'm gonna just play this next video. Have a good one, my man. I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers. Okay. Are done with that one. This is yeah, I just had this little other comedy. It's just another comedy sketch thing, which I just want to start off with, I guess. It's just funny.
Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, okay? There's nothing in life you could train for that's gonna prepare you for everything. And you might say you got friends that'll help you. Your friends are there, but only so much, because once you branch out on your own, once you think you got it, you're drowning in your own decisions. Come back up, wipe your eyes, and try it again. Your friends ain't all you got your dedication, reaching for the center of your heart, grab life by the neck, but stay concrete in your decision as you slide down into the depths of life. Grab life by the wing and you reach for that target one more time. And don't be too confident, because sometimes right when you think you got it right, you got it wrong, and you're back down there, but come back up. Don't let nothing stop you. Understand me? Okay, you try different angles. Sometimes that angle too quick. You can't go for the quick money. You gotta work for it. You gotta run for it. You gotta want it. And when success is at its best, sometimes even then, it flips again. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, yes indeed, everyone. Okay, hold on. Sit up. Blessings to you too, my dear Angel Moon. Blessings to everyone. I am going to wrap this one up with a bow. Thanks everyone for coming. I am not entirely sure how I end this show. I think of something.
Colfax cross the side.
Do I have anything else to play? No, it was Alex Stein. Fuck around and find out. Fat lady on a pink flamingo, and of course the pièce de résistance, scientific method, and Betty. This I don't suspect this scientific method and Betty thing is going to end anytime soon. I think she's going to milk it a little bit longer, but for now, it's I think scientific 1, Betty 0. I don't know. I just hope that Betty doesn't take this shit too seriously and end up wanting to kill poor Scientific. Although I still hold that Scientific's position is the correct position. He was still scientifically accurate about what he'd said as far as Homo sapiens sapiens are concerned. And I'd just like to say thank you to everyone in the chat. Of course, love you all, my darlings. I might have to come up with an emoji that we can use that represents darling. I'm not entirely sure what could represent a darling, but I'll try and think of something. But yeah, thank you for Miss Banksy. There's just so many of you guys, but Angel Moon, of course, MC, and the Scientific Method who jumped on the panel. Thank you guys for doing that, and just much love. Blessings to you, my dear Angel Moon, Noah, Roman. Great Roman was on it tonight with the whole Pink Floyd Brick in the Wall. That was inspired, dude. Well done on that one. Sorry, it was a great show as always. And blessings to the chat. Keep researching. Have you played Donald Trump's new rap song yet? Oh my God, no. Maybe for the next show, because I'm not prepared right now, and I just want to end this. But Donald Trump's new rap song, I will look into that, see what that is, and I'll probably play it as an intro for the next show. Big up Simon, of course. Father at the ready. Feather at the ready. Yeah. Oh, a feather. Tickle your ass with a feather. Maybe a feather could be a representation of my darlings here. Maybe we could work that, huh? Is there a feather emoji? There you go, guys. This could be our logo. This could be our thing. Get the feathers ready. It's such a pussy fucking logo, but I feel like I like it. I like it. It looks interesting. It's different. I mean, everybody uses the fire or the lion or all that shit. That's just so typical. Whilst nobody uses the feather, nobody cares about the feather. The feather can, they say, that it could be a quill, the pen is mightier than the sword. There you go. So don't play down the feather. The feather is extremely, extremely important in life, especially if it represents the, what do you call it? If it represents the pen. AI version, obviously, but a so funny, so good, a must play. Okay, the Donald Trump rap song, definitely. I'm currently focused on the symbol for our group, for us all. What could represent us? Now, I could pick something, obviously blatantly bullshit like a pig or a whale, but that's just representing me. I want something that represents all of us. How about a panda? The pandas. No, I'm still holding to the feather. Now, although I am partial to the peach, that is pretty awesome as well. But we all know what that represents, because that's kind of like that. Pancakes. God, no, I don't feel. There is no really any emojis that represent a knee to the ass. Can we find something that represents a knee to the buttocks? I feel that might be our thing. Maybe an ambulance or the police. Yes, the police car. That could be our symbol. I think we need a more democratic system in which we can all decide. An oak tree. Ooh, an oak tree. Is there an oak tree emoji? No, there's just a tree. Just trees. Not entirely sure which one of these is oak. Definitely a palm tree and a Christmas tree. Is this oak? Who knows? I think the feather is still. I'm still partial to the feather. I am very partial to that feather. Feather looks like it just seems to just be us. Okay, we will do a more in-depth exploration into what we will all decide to be the chat's symbol of the darlings. We will, the emoji that will represent us. Chat. But for now, guys and girls, thank you all for coming. Again, much love to everyone. Too many to mention, but love you all. Those who I've already mentioned, I've mentioned. Reanimator, yeah. I'm coming. Taffy, big up Taffy. Angel Moon, Mr. Mossad, big up Mr. Mossad. I don't even know if you guys are still here. I think most of you passed out late at night here. That's Angel. Yeah, I think I covered everyone. Most. It's just too many. Love you all. That's just take all. Our cognitive, Mr. Proclet. What kind of fucked up name is that? I mean, what? I swear to God, I wish you would, Mr. Proc. You should come on the panel once and just explain to us what was your thought behind this name and how do you pronounce it? Because it is a fucking difficult. And I think better. The oak tree, the ultimate symbol of who we should strive to be. Oh, nice. Thank you, Moon. Love you. Yeah, we'll put out a vote for the oak tree. Maybe that's something we'll get behind. But in line with the comedic aspect of this show, it's usually nice to feather ass, yeah, feather, peach and feather, tickle your ass with a feather. Exactly. Yeah, we'll do another show where when there's more people around, we'll discuss this. I'm just fucking laboring this bullshit now. Too long. It's too long. Let us find. I'm gonna play another song from Mr. PC Bonds, our resident police officer at Speaker's Corner. The Drum. This is called The Drum by Willow Wolf, Children of the Sun. Go to your Bandcamp and find it and buy it because you want to support your local artists. Mr. PC Bonds is one of our local artists, and he's one of our favorite local artists. And we love him because he was just a fun guy at Speaker's Corner. And now he is retired. He's probably having a whale of a time. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. Have yourselves a wonderful evening and a great weekend. Enjoy the sun if you're in the UK, because we don't get many of it. And next week is going to start pissing it down again. So you got yourself a Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday, because I know it's going to rain on Tuesday. So enjoy it, and I will see you soon. Ciao. Oh, wait, Mr. Bonds. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go to Half-As Reflex and like and subscribe there as well. Yeah, do the like and subscribe thing on your way out, guys. Cheers. Ciao.
I met a stranger in the forest today. I was lost, I asked her the way. She just smiled and looked into me. She didn't speak, but I heard her drum say, I am nature, I'll show you the way. I looked around me, I searched within the forest before me, inviting me in. And in a heartbeat the stranger was gone, but by my feet lay her disc-in drum. She left me the gift of nature's drum. And the drum said,
listen to the drum beat, the heart of the land, the call of the stag, the body of man, the cry of the eagle, the rising sun. You'll never be lost if you follow the drum. You'll never be lost if you follow the drum.
The guardians of birch trees, they beckon to me to pick up the drum beat and set myself free. The start of the journey, the call of the wild. As I walked the path, the green man smiled, the ancestors drumming for the Mabon child.